Why does freaking Soup just randomly says, Axel, what's your opinion on James Charles? No,
What?
on Chanclas.
Chanclas? That's the thing you use to like beat people, right?
Yes.
You've got hit by the chancla, right?
Okay, my mouse. It's done.
What do you mean your
I need
mouse is done?
batteries. Batteries. New
Oh,
batteries,
there you go.
please. Why not
Gotta
have
turn this
some?
on.
No, please. I need those. I needs no battery, no mouse, please.
No battery, no mouse.
Yes. I need to go look for batteries. I'll be back.
Oh, you gonna get batteries, guys. Oh shit. Oh wait, this is okay. That's correct. I'm just messing with the. Okay, so this going to be image. Add source. Gonna be like image 5. Add source. Okay. Oh, of course. Just gonna put it right here. Okay. Anyways, new reaction. This should be on. I'm gonna turn. What am I turning on? Webcam. Yes. Deactivates. Activates. Yes. Hello. Okay. Well, I'm going to be reacting some YouTube videos. You know how it is. Chat. I know there's no music. It's kind of be boring, but I'm real. I've been wanting to react to these videos on stream, so I'm gonna do that right now. Uh.
Cheap power in this boop.
Okay. I'm gonna just wait till Axel gets back though. But for now, I'll play some music. Let's see what y'all want. I kind of want to. This song, right? No, wait. It was this song. I remember this song. Bro, I forgot about this song. I was listening to this earlier. Actually, wait. I don't actually want to play this. You know, chat, you know what I actually want to play? I'll play this playlist. The best playlist, guys.
I came back with
You
batteries.
came back? Pause.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
the camera it came in.
The camera? What camera?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go fuck around with people on some clubs.
So where do you want to eat? Wait, let me guess.
Okay.
Taco Bell.
Alright. Okay, wait,
What?
you're back now. So you ready?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I need a jacket.
You need a
Hold up.
jacket?
It's cold.
The best video? I'll back to
Um,
that. Wait, where's my...
here.
Wait, send it in. Hold on. Send it in media.
What are you
Send
talking
send the
to?
link. I'm talking my chat, my Twitch chat. You get with the
Oh,
times. Stupid. I'm playing with you. I love you.
okay, buddy.
Um, actually, I don't even need this tab. I'm gonna just channel. Okay, good. That's me. Hey guys. All right.
Did you put your face cam on?
Yeah, I did. You know how it
Worst
is.
mistake of your life.
That's the best not mistake of my life. Actually, I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
should say decision, not worst mistake.
I said
Kill
the
me Jordan
worst
with a one
not
hand.
mistake of my life. Get it right. Get with the times. Actually, I should probably reposition this. The worst not mistake because it's not a mistake. Get it? It's not a mistake.
Okay.
Okay, I'll react to that in a sec because I know I actually wanted to react to this. So we're about to react to this,
No,
chat.
I'm just kidding. No.
You don't actually want to react to it? Okay, then
No,
we're not.
I just wanted to see titties.
Okay. Okay, well,
What
let's
the
react to
hell?
what Crits sent me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Crits'
Oh,
video.
it's
Let
from
me ask you one
Kurtz.
question. What's the most feared mob in Minecraft?
Most favorite mob in Minecraft, guys.
Most people would say the Wither, but there's something else lurking in the shadows.
Oh no!
Today, we're gonna kill the warden with one hand.
One hand. Guys, it's one hand, guys. It's one hand.
Is this
Now
really a
there is
video?
one problem with the warden.
it's a
The
video.
one ability that makes it even more hard. And that's his shriek ability. Not only does this ability get used every 5 seconds, but it's also really hard to dodge. I even tried to give myself speed and run around the warden and see if he could hit me. And he hit me
Haha.
every time.
Stupid.
But then this happened. Okay, so I set up a command block that teleports me from one side to another. And if
What?
he hits me then,
The mic?
I don't know what to do. This is bad news. We now know it's not possible
Holy
to dodge
crap,
the
I
attack.
didn't know that.
You see, the warden's shriek attack range is 15 blocks out horizontally and 20 blocks up vertically. And
Damn.
after a little bit of research, I found this. What if I... What the hell?
Oh
see it?
yeah.
The
15
warden's
bucks.
shriek got cancelled. Not only that, but the animation still played, which most likely mean that the 5-second cooldown is there too. If I could run to the warden, hit it, and run away exactly 15 blocks in those 5 seconds, it's possible to dodge the attack. Now all
The
I could do
anime
was
music
hope
in the
it would
background.
work.
Alright guys, ready? Ooh.
It's really a whole video.
And now,
Yeah,
only
it's already a
me
whole
and the
video.
warden.
It's only like 3 minutes. I'll turn down music. Oh, who left?
Jamie left.
Jamie left. Oh. I didn't mean to put caps. Okay, this is just him
Hey,
being
Fritz.
another.
Fritz, who is going to look up on YouTube killing the warden with one hand?
You're just roasting
Wait.
him.
No, it's not roasting. It's just like I'm just asking, bro.
Oh, he's back, guys. Oh no.
And
Wait,
yes,
he's
you
black?
can kill the alley.
No, no, I said he's back.
No. I swear to God, you said he's black.
I said he's back, dumbass.
No, go to his channel. Go to his channel. I want to see some.
Hmm.
Get her videos. Yeah.
What?
2 years ago. Go to his first video.
His first video? I already seen this.
Hello guys, welcome back to a new video today.
He sounds so
no.
different.
Oh, no.
He sounds
Oh,
so
no.
different.
Sky Wars.
Why does he sound
No,
like
he
he's
sounds like
7 and
Danny.
now he
He
sounds
sounds
like
like he's-
20?
It sounds like Danny. He sounds like Danny in this video. What the fuck?
Danny? Who's Danny?
Danny, sir? Hold on, let me. Hold on. That's Danny. That's Axel. That guy. Danny. That guy.
Hello guys, welcome back to a new
He sounds like Danny, I
Oh.
swear. Oh my god.
You said general, right?
Yeah, in general. I pinged you. Okay,
Danny.
here, let's watch
Run It with Lizzo. I think you put
let's watch some of these backed up videos. Toxic profile pictures. You ready? You want to see some toxic profile pictures? Axel.
Profile pictures.
Yeah, let's go.
What is this supposed to mean?
Just search up word and then
Oh,
see
what
one
the fuck?
hand. Ooga
Did the
booga.
lights just turn on?
Welcome back to another
What?
Nothing. Oh, Christ, sent me a message. I don't even want to open it.
Welcome back to another ingenuous ass video. Profile pictures are an absolute staple in your image as an internet user and shit. A profile picture truly depicts what type of person you are based on what type of profile picture you actually pick.
Wait. Pause the video. Pause
Yeah,
the video. He
yeah.
said, everyone who cares about the new update to Minecraft, let's search up Warren see one hand go ooga booga one hand. What?
Hey, they click.
First thing
They
most
click.
people see when checking out your profile
Okay.
for whatever website it is, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Reddit, Skype, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, etc. And you may be wondering why I brought up all those social media platforms. I mean, the gist is that we're just talking about profile pictures here, right?
Yes,
but
click
it's to
they do,
actually extend
yes.
the time of this video, you dumb fucks. In fact, me saying this sentence is also extending the time of the video, but you won't know it until I actually finish saying this sentence. Moving back to the main point of the video today, I'm going to be talking about the most toxic profile profile pictures people have. It's really hard to truly define every type of toxic
Actually,
profile
you have a
picture there
toxic
is,
profile
but I think
picture.
there are universally agreed upon ones.
It's
and by
my
the way, not every
name.
person with these PFPs is not going to be toxic, obviously. I just need to say that before people start crying in the comments. And even if you do, I don't care. So the very first one that we're going to start off with is just a
Okay.
very plain profile pictures. Just the
How is
default
that
and
toxic?
embellished
What?
profile pictures given by the websites respectively themselves when you don't want to make a profile picture. You know, they give you this automatically after creating an account and shit. You may be confused
How
why
is
this
that
actually here, but
toxic?
hear me out real quick. So since 99% of the world is
What?
already lazy, we can equate this to why a lot of people have this as their profile picture. 99% is a big number as well. So really think of it, out of all those people who don't change their profile picture, you think toxic people aren't going to slip by and come through? They do, and it shows, because I swear the mofos like this with this profile picture always have the most to say. Most of the time it's stupid shit and they're not even being just toxic. I feel like they think they're above people just all the time.
What?
Not to mention, I feel like this profile picture gives you like a sense of safety. Since you're not showing anything about yourself from the picture
what-
itself, you
how
feel
is
like you're
it
anonymous in that
toxic and
bitch and have no
safety?
consequences to face. Like they say, it's the no face, no case. Next, we
No
got the
face, no
anime
case.
profile pictures.
Yes,
And-
that
Oh
is
no,
true.
oh no,
The
oh
end.
no.
Yes,
Anime profile
yes,
picture, but
yes.
I really need to clarify something. I know a lot of people say all people with anime profile pictures are toxic, but I really just don't think that's the case. Although it can vary and anyone having an anime profile picture could be toxic, there is one universally agreed one that no one can really argue with, and that is the
That's
Aaron
me.
Yeager profile
Oh,
picture.
never mind.
My god,
Oh.
these people have something mentally wrong with them in the way they act. I swear, you'll hear the most unbearable things stated in the world from these people. Anime fan bases are already toxic, but the AOT fan base is just another different level of toxic. And that's why I think people with Aaron as their profile picture are just so toxic.
Oh yeah, I've seen this as a profile picture before. This image.
Never seen that in
If
my
you bring
life.
up one thing you dislike about Attack on Titan, they're like Aaron Yeager's personal defenders. You might as well have just spit in their mother's asshole and chopped off their father's head. At all occasions,
Pause.
they will just have paragraphs
What?
written about how Aaron Yeager is the best MC in anime of all time. And you're wrong for
What?
not putting AOT as your #1 best anime of all time. Oh, and don't forget the people that put in their bio Aaron over any other person in fiction. But there are some other anime profile pictures I want to bring up as well. Another one is Goku. This is self-explanatory.
Goku?
I mean, we all know that meme, he not being Goku, though. Specifically, even more when it's like
How
the
is
Ultra
Goku
Instinct version
toxic?
of Goku. Another one
That
is
used to
I
be
have
my
that,
profile
that's
picture.
my
Yeah,
profile
yeah,
picture.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
have
When
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the Ultra Instinct version
Yeah,
of
that was my
Goku.
profile
Another one is
picture.
Itachi. Maybe we could throw in some Gon and Killua profile pictures there. And I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but sometimes the mofos are like the JoJo profile pictures.
Yes!
My profile picture's
No.
literally based off a
Yes.
character in
No.
JoJo, so you cannot say I'm biased. The next one we
That's
got is the
me.
legendary
That's
Xbox
literally.
360
Go
Pro.
back. Oh no.
That's him, bro.
Go back. Go back.
Another times the
It's like
mofos
a-
are like the JoJo profile
on.
pictures. My profile picture is literally based off a character in JoJo.
No, that's me. That was literally me.
Bro, you're like, you have like dreads, like
What?
mini
What?
dreads. You have like
No,
mini,
no.
you have like mini
No,
small
that's me
dreads.
now. That's me now. That's me.
Alright, let me
now.
see you now. Let me see you now.
No. Like, no, not that. Like,
What are you
the
talking
little dreads
about?
Thing, like the little dreads thing. That's me now, right?
Yeah.
But that afro, bro. I swear to God, it was bigger than my head.
I see.
So you
Fucking
cannot say I'm biased.
disgusting.
The next one we got is the legendary Xbox 360 profile picture. This one has to
I
be the most
remember that.
universally agreed upon one in the entire
I've
world.
never
I've
had
seen
an
so many
Xbox.
people say this,
Oh,
so you
yeah,
know
I
I
did.
had to include it. The crazy thing is, I was never really an Xbox 360 person like that. I was usually a PS3 person. And you may be wondering why I didn't
Yes.
have an Xbox 360.
Yes.
Because
I was an
a
Xbox
broke-ass
360
nigga,
kid.
okay? My parents never wanted to pay for the Xbox
I have
360
literally
live shit,
an
so they just bought a
PS3 right next
PS3
to me.
instead.
I got my Xbox 360 when the Xbox One came out. That's when I got my Xbox
Wait.
360. Yeah.
I'm glad though. I can't believe y'all niggas really paid monthly just to play online with other niggas too. Anyways, going back to it,
Exactly.
even not being
I
an
didn't play
Xbox
I
person
mostly
myself,
play,
I
like-
could already tell people with
like,
this profile
games by
picture
myself,
were gonna be
though.
toxic.
No,
I
This
didn't
but
play
that's
picture
online.
literally
dumb.
reminds me of
I just
Duncan
buy
from
the
Total
cheaper,
Drama Island.
better
That man was wild as shit, so I know
console.
you would be toxic if you had this. Next is gonna be the crying Bart
Ah!
Simpson profile picture. If you have this, I just want to let you know that you are not
Yes.
depressed. I've always said this, but people with this profile picture clinically diagnose themselves with depression after listening to Lucid Dreams once. They probably watch
can
sad
see your
Bart Simpson
shadows
edits
in
in a
my
loop, but all these edits are literally just a grainy filter over some music with a scene in The Simpsons. It's funny too because you have videos on YouTube named like 13 minutes of sad edits for depressed teenagers with 1.9 million views, by the way. If you ever watch this shit, you have never been depressed in your life. Teens nowadays will have one day where they're sad and think they're depressed all of a sudden. Like, no, that is not how it works. Depression is not a quirky thing to go through where you just watch one of these edits and become friends with these other quote-unquote depressed people. In reality, it just takes away from the real people who are actually struggling from it. That's why they've even made subreddits named like I'm 14 and this is deep to make fun of the fakers. Okay, I think that was long enough. We're gonna move on. The next one is the aesthetic profile pictures. By the way, just so
I don't know if
the
they're
definition of
toxic.
aesthetic itself is being concerned with the beauty or the appreciation of beauty. So how the fuck
I've
is
seen
that a
aesthetic
shitty
profile
filter with
pictures.
emojis to a picture helping
I don't think
appreciate
it's-
the beauty of it? Or it'll just be adding a grainy filter to the picture itself? Because nowadays, I guess
Who
beauty
joined?
is the equivalent to something
Hey,
like this.
Soup.
The crazy thing too
Oh,
is that
Soupy
most
Whoopy.
people with
We're
aesthetic
reacting
profile
to YouTube
pictures always
videos.
have something to do with anime. Since anime has blown up like tremendously since quarantine, you have a lot of people just having these because it's a trend or something. And I guarantee you, the people with these profile pictures have never watched a single episode of anime in their life. Their equivalent of watching anime is like watching one episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. After that, they're
True.
quote-unquote certified weeb. The next one we've got is the Bratz doll profile picture. You will never catch
I need
any
to
guy
watch
with this type of
anime
profile
again.
picture, by the way. And no girl that has this is
Yeah,
over the age of
don't.
12. They probably roll.
Don't. What do you mean don't?
Yeah.
What do you mean don't? Anime is fire.
Yeah.
You
please
bugging.
don't.
You
Play on
bugging.
Roblox all
What?
day and
You
thinking Nicki
bugging.
Minaj is the greatest rapper alive. These little girls
What?
with this profile picture are so fucking mean too, by the way. Like, I never knew they could push it to that level, man. They are brutal. If you disrespect something that's so fond to them, they will come for your life. The worst part too, I think, is the shitty memes they make using these dolls. Here's an example of one. Someone, are you seriously going to cry because you're stressed? Me. And oh my god, the doll's red eyes because she's about to cry because she's stressed. Like, no one has ever
What?
made fun of someone for crying because they're fucking stressed. And there's
That
just
is
hundreds of
cap.
memes
That
like
is
this
cap.
are super unfunny, but once you add the Bratz dolls, they go crazy over it. The next one we've got is the Fortnite profile picture.
Yes,
Fortnite itself
the
is already known for
12-year-olds.
being
Oh
so
my
goddamn
God,
toxic
bro.
already. I mean, saying someone is
I
a
was one of
Fortnite
them.
kid now is literally an insult. Not even the devil would want to be associated with that sin word. But the fact that you rep the game with a profile picture from it really just says a lot about yourself. I kid you not, no
My
one with
friends
this profile
did.
picture cannot be over the age of 10. Because I know your ass will get bullied in school if your friends ever find out you have a Fortnite profile picture. Even if you're in elementary school, I feel like kids would still make fun of you for having a Fortnite profile picture. It's pretty much just anti-woman repellent at this point. Anyways, the next one we have is the XXX Tentacion profile pictures. Now look, as a
I'm
person
over
who's been
real,
an
when
X
I
fan
was,
for
like-
years, I can still admit this. And you know
When I was younger, like when X was like just died, I think I had that as my profile picture, like X.
he's
He,
left
like,
an
just
impact
died.
with
Never
fans,
had
still
X
rep
on my
his
profile picture.
But it's just something about this profile picture that brings the absolute demon out these kids. Not to mention all the corny ass profile picture edits they do of him already. It will either be him dressed in like an Akatsuki uniform or something, or dressed like Sasuke from Naruto. Bro, you're not edgy if you have these, man. It's just sad. What's even sadder too is now I cannot take anyone with an X profile picture as serious anymore. Which kind of sucks too, because I mean, I loved X. He was one of my favorite artists. There are other rappers too that have this similar type of shit as well. For example, people that have the NBA Youngboy profile pictures. There are so many variations of this shit I cannot even count. Thinking of it now, this
No, I
might
had
be
the
worse.
other
I
one.
mean, an entire
What's it
meme
called,
lingo
bro?
kind of came out of these people saying why be better or mid or L plus ratio and all of that. That literally came mostly from like the NBA Youngboy fans. I could do a whole video of toxic rap fan bases, but I'm not here to do that. I think they already speak for themselves. Moving on, the next people
I
we've
have
got
the
is
one,
the
the dog
K-pop
one.
stand.
The dog one.
Yeah, it's here. Wait, I'm gonna send it on to you.
Profile pictures. Do I really have to talk about how toxic K-pop is? I mean, really,
That
is
is
there even
true.
a point? The
K-pop
people with
profile
K-pop
pictures.
profile pictures
Like-
try their best to keep people from coming into the K-pop fan base. It's like they're the birth control of the genre itself. They'll say shit like, "Oh, you're just a local,
There,
you don't
like that
understand."
dog.
And a
What? That was your profile
Yeah,
picture?
and then no, that wasn't my profile picture, but like that was like the concept of the profile picture. That one dog.
Oh yeah, actually, I have a friend that has that like dog. Yeah.
local is pretty much a person who is just not in the K-pop fan base. Like, no shit, you dumb bitch. Why are you stating the obvious? They act like calling you a local puts you under them in some type of way. Which is funny, too, because the people who say it aren't even from Korea. So why the fuck are you calling me a local when you live in Utah, you bitch? We both live in America. Like, we're both fucking local, if anything. It's mainly the Twitter people for this one, too. Like, I know not all K-pop fans are toxic, but you guys just do not have a good track record. Next, we've got the Giga Chad profile pictures. As much as I love
How
Giga
are
Chad,
they
the people with
toxic?
the profile pictures are just
Please.
absolutely toxic. The GigaChat fan base used to be nice at some point, but it just switched for some reason. Then all of a sudden you had people starting to act like racist, homophobic, all of this different shit. Then basically
What?
body shaming any fat person for just existing. They have like the Andrew Tate mentality where if you're depressed, just
Andrew
get the
Tate.
fuck up and do some push-ups, you stupid bitch. The crazy thing too is that the GigaChat account itself is not even real. It's just some Photoshop project and people started taking it for real. Then he gained a fan
What?
base, which is actually pretty funny to me. Anyways, the
Really?
next one we got is the sports player profile pictures. This one should speak for itself.
Yes!
Really. I mean, this
Okay,
makes
yeah,
sense
that's
too.
true. This
People
is
have
true.
really
See it.
DIED'd over sports events and shit. Sports fans take shit to the fucking max. Like, it's just crazy how defensive they'll
True.
get over their favorite player or favorite team or
Oh
something.
my god,
You
the
say
dog!
one thing wrong about their favorite player, you'll end up face down in a river 3 days later. Like, some of them take meat riding to a whole other magnitude. Which is funny
What?
to me
Wait,
because I've
what?
never really been into, like, sports watching and teams and all of that. So seeing a bunch of teenagers and grown men fighting over which other grown man is better than another grown man is just kind of funny to me. Meanwhile, the players don't even care like that. They're just trying to make their money. Anyways, moving on to the next one, we got the gotcha profile pictures. I know
Yes,
you
that
knew it
is
had to
true.
come up. Seeing
That is
these
true.
people with these
That is
profile
true.
pictures are more just kind of cringe. One of the top search results for gotcha
Yeah.
is literally just cringe. And it makes sense too. I mean, they're just kids and kids
Wait,
do
actually,
cringe
wait.
things. They'll spend
Gotcha.
Yeah, switch it up, switch it up.
Cap.
It doesn't show up for me.
Gotcha. No, it says Gotcha Life, Gotcha Club, Gotcha. Wait, what? Gotcha Club?
hundreds of
Ignore,
dollars
we're
of
not
this
investing
in-game
in
loot, which
gacha.
is just
No.
utterly meaningless.
Yes,
You buy
we
one
are.
hat
I
in the
am
game for like
installing
400 butt fuck schmeckles, which is the equivalent to like $4,000 in real world money. But from time to time, I've seen an annoying ass kid with a gotcha profile picture. And since kids are
Ah.
immature, they always want to get the last word in, so I'm not surprised. They'll make sure of it too while responding to you on their crusty ass iPad. Next, we got the Patrick Bateman profile picture. I think we all know
Patrick-
Patrick Bateman, but if you don't,
I have
know,
Oh,
never
yeah,
seen
that
that.
guy, that guy.
protagonist of the movie American Psycho,
I
which
have
is an
never
absolute
seen
banger,
that.
by the way. It started trending more this
We
year
should
because
watch
of the memes for some reason. Like, the movie was literally made in the year 2000, which is kind of funny. So now you have a lot of people
get 10
using him
viewers
as
to
their
stream.
profile picture, and they are so toxic for no reason. I think everyone who has him as their profile picture will define themselves as a Sigma male or something. In reality, you're not, and you're just a fucking loser. The term Sigma male itself is already ruined just as much as the word alpha. And now I know if you have this profile picture, you definitely watch Andrew Tate videos on Rewind. You shouldn't be trying to relate to someone who is quite literally a psycho. He's just a character played by an actor, but these people seem to forget that for some reason. And last, we're gonna end this off with the Genshin Impact profile picture.
I never
Or should
seen
I
someone
say
with
Never
that.
seen
I've never
that.
even
Never.
played
Never seen
Genshin
that.
Impact, but I've heard the fan base is just beyond different. And also that the people with the profile pictures from there are even worse. Also,
My
I can't
friends try
really
to get me
classify
into
this
the
as an
game.
anime one because it's like a
Yeah, me
game, so I
too.
just put it
I
right
didn't
here.
like
And
it.
for some reason, a lot of them like
I
putting a McDonald's hat over
same.
their
I didn't.
profile pictures.
Oh wait, yeah, okay. My friends had that. Yeah, my friends had that
Oh
profile picture.
God.
They're not toxic though. They're really nice.
like quirky or something. Well, I think it's to make it quirky or something. I don't know, but it's just corny as shit either way. Anyways, Genshin is just generally shitted on because people see the people that play as the equivalent of like Chris Chan. And I think that's it
Oh.
for this list, folks. You know, that's the most I could think of really. If you got
All right, that's it. Nice.
Yeah.
What's this video? The Downward Spiral of Orlando Brown. Disney to meth. Let's see our other options. I know I have a lot. Let's see.
Yeah.
That's a podcast. I don't want to react to it. How great jump scares
Wait,
made.
how's Gideon
Gideon's doing good. We already reacted.
doing? Nah, I'm seeing if some new thing came out.
Oh, why is Gen Z humor so weird? Let's watch that one. Why is our humor weird, Axel?
Generation Z humor.
Because we are so fucking brain damaged.
Water.
What is that? Why? Why? People find this funny? Isn't Gen Z just a movie
Ooh.
about some zombies?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Nah. Why am I laughing?
Hi,
No.
I'm Mr. Sweet, and today I'm going to be giving you a guide into Generation Z's humor.
Yes. Please. I need to know.
But before we start
Don't let
talking
my
about
mom- my
Generation
mom
Z,
watch
we need
this,
to make sure
please.
that you don't confuse Generation Z with millennials. You
This
see,
is old. This is 2020. Huh.
Generation Z started in 1995 and has continued
We joined. Oh, Marcel. What's good, bro? Are you still live? Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, I was lurking. We're reacting to YouTube videos.
You have so many tabs. What the hell?
That's what I'm saying.
They're all gonna get. I'm not gonna have any of these tabs
It's
after stream.
67 tabs. Now 68.
After the stream, we're
True
not gonna
today.
have any more tabs. I'm just reacting to these YouTube videos.
Millennial humor was much more simple and could be represented by the easy-to-understand memes of iFunny, such as the Velociraptor, wherein a
remember
velociraptor
this.
scratching his chin.
Oh, is it Jaden? Damn, he looks different.
Yeah.
Wonder such questions as, if two
Yeah, well, no
lefties
shit,
had
he
an
was
argument,
7.
which one would
That-
be right?
he does
Or
not
the
look 7.
collector such
Was he 7? That he's not 7 in that. He's not 7.
questions as, if two lefties had an argument, which one would be right? Or the collection of meme templates known as Rage Comics, featuring such classics as Me Gusta and
remember
the
that.
Troll Face.
Everyone
Some would
remembers
say
that.
it
Never
wasn't
seen
incredibly
Medusa.
funny, but you would breathe out of your nose slightly, and that was enough for them. So how is Generation Z's humor any different? Well, to understand that, you have to understand the background of Generation Z. They were born into the age of iPhones, iPods, iPads, an instant connection to the internet at nearly all times.
Yes,
this
sir.
unprecedented accessibility, coupled with a little bit too much free time, is what led to the first influence of Generation Z's humor.
What the-
What the
When you hear a joke from a friend, it's funny that first time, and then maybe it's funny one more time when you reference it. However, imagine a bunch of people who you don't particularly care for come up and they all start telling the exact same joke.
Yeah, that joke was funny the first 400 times you said it.
This is exactly how the internet works. One person comes up with a meme, and then about 1 billion other people repost it continuously with slight variations. This overexposure of jokes is what leads to the concept of oversaturation, which is a concept that members of Gen Z have to deal with on a near hourly basis. Being that this humor is consumed so rapidly, its life cycle is greatly diminished, leaving few-month-old trends to feel like they came out decades
I like the
ago.
music in the background.
Yeah.
Bro, what is this?
This
Nah.
phenomenon brought rise to
Was-
another staple of Generation Z humor.
Dancing.
Are you winning, son?
Oh, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Ah,
Gangnam Style.
21.
what is what? What?
Sure, it's cool to like things when they're
Yeah,
cool,
you
but
should
it's
be
much
sorry.
cooler to wait until it's completely left everyone's brain just for you to bring it back in and enjoy
need
it
an
ironically.
actual up
Similar
real
to the concept of movies that are so bad they're good.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide.
Wait, but
What?
How could you have
why
done
is he
this? How
talking?
could you have
Oh,
committed suicide?
You enjoy it because it is
why is he
awful, and
talking to a
making
dead
fun of it
person?
and pretending to enjoy it is in its own right.
Twitch, that's fake, by the way,
entertaining,
fake.
and
That's
this can
just
apply to
strawberry
jokes
jam.
and
It's not
memes
real
and
blood.
music even. This is what allows
That's
outdated
blood.
memes to receive
That's
a second
strawberry
life
jam.
under the guise of ironic enjoyment, being only now that they're so unfunny and so unpopular that they can once again become funny. Sort of like recycling.
Not good.
I remember Big Chungus.
Finally. Some good
Yeah.
And sometimes the fact that the joke doesn't make any sense is itself the punchline. Take, for example, the xie hao piao trend on TikTok.
Why does it have a
In
beat,
July
bro?
of
What?
2020, there was a TikTok
Yeah.
trend wherein people would use the chorus of the song xie hao piao as the punchline for their joke. There wasn't inherently anything funny about the joke, and even when you translate it back to English, it didn't make the memes make sense. But the fact that nobody really knew what it meant and that it was so ill-fitting as the punchline to a joke is what inherently made it funny. It also helps that this is a song that most people admit to enjoying at least
my boy.
ironically. This trend was later replaced by Baka Mitai, a song from a game called Yakuza 0 wherein your character goes to a karaoke bar and sings a deeply emotional Japanese song.
Man, oh, this is old, bro. These are all old.
Yeah.
Old memes. Okay. I've seen
No
this.
food. 3 days. Oh, Krabby Patties, huh?
Finest under the sea.
Cringe.
Gen Z is the generation of limitless options. They were never forced to just listen to the radio. They could pick from any song ever created and listen to it whenever they wanted. And because so much variety
My
exists,
God.
uniqueness is
Mustache.
highly valued. On the flip side of that idea, mainstream content is despised. Once popular trends like dabbing, the Harlem Shake, and Fortnite were all
dabbing.
completely ruined by their mainstream use in media, such as being featured on major news
Stop.
networks and
Stop.
being referenced by their parents. So when a song or meme that they've seen before is used by, say, a company to promote a product, it immediately
No.
becomes untouchable. And at this
I
point,
love
that
most
movie,
people
bro.
will like it, even ironically.
I seen the movie.
But now, even in social circles, if someone has seen a meme before, it no longer has value. You've had to seen it somehow
Don't
at
wake
the point
up.
of conception, and if you're late to the party, you automatically suck. So if trends like video games and celebrities and songs and even meme templates are hated just because
I
they're
remember that meme.
mainstream, how can any humor exist at all? Any joke or style that's been around is now considered completely invalid by Gen Z, so they're forced to constantly adapt to a new idea of what is considered funny. Take a look at this picture.
Beans.
This was for a brief time considered the embodiment of Gen Z humor. But
Why?
what is the significance of the statement, "Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans"? What even is this image? Well,
What
this is
is
considered
this?
funny for a few reasons. For starters, it takes a phrase used frequently, "me and the boys," and then subverts the direction of the joke that you would, as the reader,
Whoa.
suspect. It adds an odd time to be doing anything, 2 a.m., and an action, looking for beans. Beans existed for a brief time as the universal
What
funny
is
word.
what
In the
is
early
that?
20s,
Hold
looking for
on, bro.
beans.
Pause.
Beans existed
What? What the
What
fuck?
are those?
for a
It's a band-aid. It's a band-aid box.
What?
time as the
Nah, the hot dog and the beans. Nah, fam. Nah,
universal
these
funny
people are
word.
bugging.
In the early
Nah, fam.
2000s, the funny
Oh,
word was
yeah.
emo.
potato. And so the use
Potato.
of the word in the food itself and images inherently added an air of randomness to catch the reader off guard and evoke a sense of humor. The image itself, being frightening, adds a sense of edginess, while the poor quality,
This
in
is
fact,
not
it's completely
frightening.
unrelated to the caption, creates a sense of rebellion to the standards of modern humor. Which brings us to our next topic.
Wanna die.
Oh, don't bring this up, please.
Wait, hold on, I'm gonna. The sad side.
Like the certainly depressed kids.
What? The people feel nothing and are numb when they cry. I felt that. So edgy, guys. So edgy, guys.
Gen Z also has some of the highest mental health issues of any generation. They're plagued with things like depression, social anxiety, and thanks to growing up with access to endless information, existential dread. So how does this relate to humor? Well, these problems and fears are all
pause it.
directly
Bro, this just remembered me, but I was on 6th grade, right? We were
Yeah.
on science or math,
Yeah.
and then we were free. All of us were free. We could do whatever we want because we finished our work, right? That's
Yeah.
how it works. And then we suddenly were like, "Yo, let's look up our dad's song in the internet, right?"
What?
Shit, bro, that was a worst mistake of somebody's fucking life. All right, so look, I look at my dad. Fine, it's just fine. His company, his everything, it's fine, right?
Mhm.
And then my friend Kiara, right? She's a girl. She looks up her dad, and then it says something about a bank robbery, and then it says that her dad stole $500,000 of Dominican Republic's bank, and he was sent to the worst prison in Dominican Republic.
Damn.
Worst
What,
mistake of
bro?
fucking
What the
life.
fuck? I'm gonna
Let
be
me see if
real.
I can actually find.
I don't know half of what you said. All I heard is your dad stole from a bank. So
Yeah, her dad stole from. They said her dad stole $500,000 from a bank. But it
why
was a
only?
system.
Why not more, bro? If you're gonna steal that much, why not more?
No, he didn't steal it though.
He didn't.
He had $500,000 on his bag, on his back of the car. He had a Porsche, right? Because they're
Mhm.
very rich. I don't know why. They were on the back of the porch, and police opened it, and they had $500,000 on the back of the car.
Damn.
Is that good or bad?
I mean,
That's bad, bro. He went to the worst prison ever for nothing.
are they still fighting it or not?
Nah, cause they noticed on 2014, yeah, 2014 that somebody else did it.
Yo, Kyla, chill was good, bro.
influencing
Okay,
this
that's crazy. But
generation.
did I ask?
and sense of
Bro.
comedy. Take, for
Bro.
example, the popular subreddit called 2MeIRL 4MeIRL.
What?
Nearly every
Bro.
post is about depression, suicide, loneliness, or social anxiety. And so even for the members of the generation
What?
not experiencing
Nah, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
these problems, their humor is equally influenced by it merely due to the exposure caused by the memes being in circulation. However, some would argue that the millennial generation started the trend of depressed humor, but whether Generation
Depressed
Z
humor? What's depressed humor? What? How
What
can you be
is-
sad and funny at this? What?
adopted it
I know you can be sad and funny, but how can you be like sad
Yeah.
and humorous at the same? Feel those two same
not,
emotions.
jokes about mental illness are still incredibly present throughout Gen Z humor, if not somewhat more subtle.
I'm currently back in my favorite
I've seen
place,
this guy.
the porta potty that I was at last week.
Bro, pot.
You say peacock.
Wait, what was that?
No one bats an eye.
Bro, it's fucking porty
In my
potty, bro.
favorite place, the porta potty that I was at
Nah,
last
fam,
week.
what the hell?
You say peacock and no one bats an eye. But you say poopcock and everyone loses their minds.
Since this generation is between the ages of 25 and 0, most of the humor is meant for its own age
25
group.
and
Gen Z
0.
has an inherent drive to be counter to the popular culture. But while earlier generations might have gotten mohawks, dyed their nails black, danced publicly, or worn skirts above the ankles, Generation Z has to be much more covert about their rebellion, being as they're constantly being shut down.
I matter. Shut up, Meg. You don't matter.
Because gone are the days where a guy named Chad would come up to you, flick you in the chest, and call you a dork. Now that everyone is on the internet all the time, they have thousands of people constantly telling them what they should wear, watch, eat, and that what they like is something they should be
Whoa,
ashamed of.
what
Do you
the?
know
What?
Rice
Pause.
Face your favorite anime?
And if they aren't told directly, others might be publicly shamed or embarrassed, leaving the people of Gen Z to be more self-conscious, hoping that they don't one day end up on a fail compilation, Twitter page, or harassing subreddit.
How can you look like that and not be insecure? This kid needs cancer to hit him and his whole family.
Damn.
Thank you for thinking of me and my family.
I love this recipe. It would be fun to show people how to make it so that they can enjoy
These
it.
cookies were not good. Nobody gonna mention how she's using a liquid measuring cup and not a dry ingredient cup. I made them and they sucked. Here's an actually good recipe.
This constant fear of
Damn.
rejection has caused a generation to resort to introversion and
Go on.
thusly
Damn.
awkwardness. And most of all, they've had to resort to different ways of expressing themselves and fighting societal norms, such as distorting the audio of the punchline, which is funny because I said so. No, but actually this trend of low quality equals funny is incredibly popular purely for the reason of subverting comedic norms, such as distorting audio.
Ow.
So what have we learned?
that Doki
If it's
Doki
popular,
music?
It's no longer funny. If it was popular
I
a
don't
long
know
time
what
ago, it's
Doki
funny
Doki
again.
is.
If you can get away with saying that it's ironically funny, it's funny. If the punchline doesn't inherently make any sense, it's funny.
Yeah,
if
it is
something's
Doki
considered
Doki music.
incredibly unfunny, it's funny.
Mama
But also remember
say,
that there's nothing that Gen Z likes more than changing and hating things. So this video is likely to become obsolete within a couple of weeks. But until then, here's your guide to Generation Z's humor. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, don't stop party rocking, or
Okay, bro. Thank you. Oh, it's NBA draft.
Oh yeah.
I was watching this earlier, but honestly, I low-key kind of got bored. Oh, I was also watching this earlier. It's my video, guys. Subscribe to my channel. All right, ooh, Kratos versus Thanos. Who would win? Let's watch this. You know who Kratos is, right?
Isn't that the one, the video game?
Yeah.
The little girl.
The little girl? What? What do you mean? He's not.
Oh, you wanna do what to a little girl? What?
Pause.
Bro, you're weird.
Hello everyone, it is your host, Seth the Programmer. Today we're going to be talking about Kratos versus Thanos. Now, I
Yeah,
hinted at this at the...
Kratos, like the little, the.
Kratos is not a little girl.
Little girl. No, he isn't. But the friend.
Why am I talking to weirdos?
I'm not weird. None of us are weird. We're all normal guys.
the end of my Kratos power scale over a year ago because of the Infinity Gauntlet Easter egg, also known as the Shattered Gauntlet of Ages, that you could acquire.
Literally,
in God
he
of War
literally has
4.
a little
And ever
girl,
since, I thought
like
it'd be a,
a
fun
second
matchup
character.
to watch
What
play
is
out
a
anyway.
little girl?
In this
I know what
video,
you're
we'll be
talking
going over
about.
God
So
of War 4
weird.
Kratos versus Thanos from the
No.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, like Infinity War and Endgame, etc. And towards the end, we can even
It's
go
just a
over
little
Prime
girl, bro.
Kratos versus
Chill
Comics
out.
Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. Although this
Little
video will be
weirdo.
mainly focused
What
on
the
the
Hulk?
newer versions of the characters. That's more like a side bit, and it might even need its own video. To start things off, we'll go over Thanos first, as I've yet to really talk about him ever in a video. Thanos is a being who is able to outbox Prime Hulk while possibly using no Infinity Stones, destroy Thor near his prime, who would later go on to tank the concentrated energy shot
Should
from
I
the
watch a
neutron
movie?
star.
What you say?
Nah.
It even acquired all of the Infinity
Some,
Stones, with
a
some of them on
movie?
their own being enough to destroy the 9 realms, as shown with the Reality Stone. Now, the neutron star feat from Thor isn't exactly in the star levels, as destroying a star and taking the amount of energy it can actually output every few seconds or so. It's totally two different things. And obviously the realms in the MCU are questionable, more like being planets in size, some even being flat,
Planets?
as shown in Thor Ragnarok. Please do not
Flat
debate
Earth?
flat Earth in the comments. But with the full gauntlet, Thanos wipes out half of all sentient life in the universe. However, this in actuality is nothing compared to his actual plan in Endgame, where he planned to turn everything in the universe back to atoms and recreate it so that they wouldn't seek vengeance for his gift he was giving them like the last time. It's also kind of the Infinity Gauntlet's whole jip to give you absolute power over the universe it was made in, so
Yo,
why would
Dragon
it be
was
a flex
good.
though? And the reason I say that is because I've seen some people say, well, Thanos didn't do it, therefore it
But I give
didn't
us it.
count, which is overall a pretty
Oh.
redundant
Oh, he's gone.
statement. The whole point of Thanos saying that was because it was Thanos' actual plan and the plot of the movie, and it's not like Marvel wouldn't be willing to actually follow through with that, and in lore, the Infinity Gauntlet can take down universal entities in the comics and so on. There's just very little reason to deny the statement, but I understand some people like feats more than plot/lore, but for this video,
Bro,
we
just
will
get
be
to the
using
point.
the fact that he was going to reduce
Yeah.
everything to atoms. Unfortunately, in the MCU, there aren't many speed feats in terms of combat, which is understandable due to the limitations of cinema.
Okay, hold on. Is there like a timestamp? Or whatever. Is this whole
However,
video just him
Thanos
talking?
does have a feat where he rips the surface
Oh,
off of Titan's moon and throws it at
Okay.
the Avengers.
I'm gonna be locked in. I'm gonna just listen to all the
With
feats.
some of the meteors
and as-
arriving from the moon to the planet in
This
as
is how
little
it
as
is.
3 seconds. Using Roche limits or normal standards
The
for
fuck is
moons,
a
you get
Roche
this from
limit?
massively hypersonic to relativistic to
Fucking
light,
hell.
depending on how much you want to highball or downplay it. As a note, it takes light only 1.2 seconds to go from our moon to Earth, so it's really impossible to say the feat is light speed. I've seen arguments trying to scale Thanos
Arguments
to
trying-
Hela, Loki, and Ragnarok Thor, in which Hela entered the Bifrost after Loki and Thor to engage in a bit of scuffle with them. It can
A
even
scuffle?
throw attacks that outpaced the movement of the Bifrost that was transporting
A
Loki and
little
Thor
scuffle.
The Bifrost being able to transport things in quick succession over many light years.
This
The
is
only
one of my
problem with this is
favorite
that
Marvel
it's a bit of a
movies.
strange argument. It's almost like saying that if you were to fight someone in a rocket
that's-
ship,
I
that
don't
you'd be as
think that's,
fast
like,
as the
ever
rocket ship.
seen.
And of course, due to some laws of motion, if you were to throw a baseball after stabilizing in the rocket ship, would you be throwing a baseball faster than a rocket ship in your base speed if you weren't on a rocket ship? And the argument just doesn't really stack up very well,
What?
unfortunately. It would work better maybe if Thor and Loki were
I
reacting
love
to,
the
like, maybe
what's it called? The
stagnant
soundtrack, the
objects that were,
Kratos.
like lodged in the Bifrost and weren't moving or something, but it just doesn't work outside of that. Now we'll go over some of Thanos' more special
Okay,
abilities.
Thanos'
or
special
hacks
abilities.
after I go over Kratos, since that's what we'll be mainly duking them out with. But for now, that's generally what's acceptable for Thanos and in the MCU. I might go over a few
Yeah,
more
the only thing
AP
he has
arguments
is
later on.
freaking
Now
5
we'll move on to
gems.
Kratos, and one
Yeah.
of the more important things to go
And they
over
don't
for
even
Kratos
work
before
outside your
anything else, I
universe.
bring up what constitutes valid
Yeah.
word of God statements to preempt anyone who
I want to
makes
play
that
this game
question.
if I ever get a
This is a
PS5.
Facebook conversation.
I want to play it
here
on a
with Stig
PS5. I don't want to
Ausmussen,
play on
who
my
was the
PC.
creative director of God of War
On a
3
PC,
and
you
art
can
director
get
of
better
God of War 2
graphics,
prior
bro.
to that. In this
I don't
conversation,
know, I
Stig
feel like
says that the
I-
writers, concept
I mean, I
artists,
could,
and senior
yeah.
level staff in general all contribute equally to the story, so they're all valid sources. Every question/answer presented here was asked to a developer of the caliber that Stig described.
I want to get a badge
every
so I can
dev
like
answer posted here has
get
been
new
from a
PC or
valid
upgrade my
source.
PC and
We can
shit.
use this to further establish
Nah,
what
I
level
need to
of
upgrade my
evidence is
PC.
required to build an accurate scale for Kratos
The
later,
freaking
and to clear
potato.
up his more vague and less established lore points that they can only really answer. Another
Ooh.
prima facie for Kratos is to go over what is and isn't canon to determine what we can use for him against Thanos. We have director slash writer confirmation that so long as material doesn't contradict the game's stories or how they have things set up inside of said game world, that the material is generally acceptable for the lore. Longtime writer of the series since the beginning, Ariel Lawrence, and the creative director of God of War 3, once again, Stig, agree on this. So whatever doesn't directly contradict the game's story or presentation
canon.
of
Okay,
info
so they're
is
just
valid.
agreeing on canon.
Some examples of this being where the God of War novel doesn't show how Kratos getting the souls of Hades' magic, where the novel
There's a
said
novel?
Aphrodite was born from Uranus going balls
what?
deep in the ocean, and so forth. So we'll be using some of these resources, most importantly the new God of War 4 novel written by Cory Barlog's father.
Bro,
with
why are
assistance
you
and oversight
using
from
novels,
Cory
bro?
himself.
Just go off the
And
games.
now that we have went over that, we can go over just exactly how strong Kratos in 4 is. We know for a fact that Kratos at least can take blows and face off against Baldur like in their Man of Steel showdown at the very start of the game, even when he got more serious after losing his immortality curse put on him by the goddess Freya. Kratos and Atreus were still able to put him down. This is interesting because even when Baldur was immortal and didn't even try his absolute hardest in many of his confrontations trying to die, he was still able to put the World Serpent down in only a few surprise blows. The
This
World
is- oh, I
Serpent,
forgot about that
Jormungandr,
guy.
has actually faced off against Thor twice, and in their first encounter, first being in quotations here because of convolution and time, they clashed and splintered the World Tree, the Yggdrasil.
Pops on the ground.
Splintered usually means to break or cause to break into small, sharp fragments, and if you search on Google Images splintered trees, it usually comes up with something a little like this. The reason this is so impressive is because, in the words of the goddess Freya, the Yggdrasil is a tree that holds all of creation and that every single strand of it transcends time and space. This includes the 9 realms, which are their own universes slash dimensions, with their own time and space slash cosmoses. In the God of War 4 novel, it is described that a single branch of the Yggdrasil stretches on for infinity, and that was liked by Cory Barlog later on when it was asked if it was literal or not on Twitter. Now, how exactly the realms scale to the Yggdrasil is up for debate, such as the Yggdrasil mural that displays the realms on it being too vague to determine if it's to scale or not, though it's worth reiterating that it was said that the realms are contained along its branches and boughs, even though its strands alone are above time and space. Regardless, the Yggdrasil itself should encompass infinity, and every single one of its infinite strands transcend time and space. Thor and the World Serpent then splintered the entire thing with their battle. There's also Surtur and Ymir to scale with as well. Back in the
I'm
day,
low-key kind of
Ymir
getting bored of this. I just want to know who wins.
Exactly.
Who would win? Okay.
let Thanos try something. We know that Kratos is immune to time stops and manipulation, that he fights numerous opponents that can rip souls out of bodies and manipulate them, and he has resistance to even transmutation, such as when he's able to return from his entire body, insides including turning to stone, as well as mental resistances, such as when he fights numerous
Okay, so
demons
Thanos
that can
wins.
cast illusions on men. And that's not even to go over his more detailed God of War spoiler cast, which is mainly tangling with many out-of-shape Avengers and some of the newer cast, where overall didn't show any new feats to use against Kratos that in comics Thanos, the battle is far more pitched, far more haxes and hax resistances. You have the amped death Thanos. Thanos is going to have good feats against powerful M-bodies such as Eternity and Death and so forth. But unfortunately, that would easily double, if not triple, the length of this video, which is already too long as it is. So if you guys are interested, we can go full balls to the wall with Kratos' best hacks and showings against Comics Infinity Gauntlet Thanos. So just let me know. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell if you want a sequel. And
Okay, so who wins?
I think if Thanos can wipe 50% of Earth, I think he can kill him.
Okay, yeah, I think Thanos wins. Okay, this is actually I'm kind of Mike
Yeah,
Tyson
no,
versus Bruce Lee.
That's too easy.
Who's winning?
Come on. Freaking
Bruce
Mike
Lee.
Tyson.
What?
Yes, Mike Tyson.
All right, now let's watch. Then let's watch. I said Bruce Lee. Look at this
No,
man.
bruh.
Mike Tyson's too big.
hello everyone,
He's
it's
not
your host,
fast.
Seth Pro programmer, and today we're going to be going over another real-life topic, the legendary.
Like he's not
Bruce
fat,
Lee
but like he's just
versus
big.
Iron
He's just
Mike
muscular.
Tyson.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
Like
this
he's
video is a
buff.
good idea
That's the
because it
point
helps
on
over many concepts
fighting.
when dealing with
You
Yeah,
can't
but
be a
he's too-
7-year-old
such as weight
skinny
classes,
kid
styles,
fighting
He's not.
a
This is not
giant.
skinny,
also
bro.
serve as a good
This is
catalog
not
of
skinny.
feats both
What?
have performed and what feats actually
Then what
matter
am I,
when going over
muscular?
fight science.
Hell no, bro. I
Starting
look
off,
like
we'll
him.
go over Mike
Bing, bing,
Tyson.
bing,
No.
bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing.
Alright, let's see who's
I
winning.
literally look like
There have
him.
been few
No,
men
you're
who
n-
stood in a ring to have generated
Look
the
at
kind
the
of
Bang,
shit
bang, bang,
that
bang,
Mike
bang,
Tyson
bang,
is able to
bang,
display.
bang. Pow,
Tyson
pow,
not
bang,
only
bang,
beat,
bang.
but destroyed
What are you
numerous
talking-
undefeated and champion caliber fighters. The ferocity
What?
and power of Mike Tyson was so legendary that no one really wanted to test him, and his intimidating presence alone was so potent that it is highly believed that he beat most of his opponents before ever even
Bang,
stepping
bang,
foot
pow.
into the
Is he
ring.
doing the nasty thing? Go
Due
back.
to his
Go back.
unrelenting
Go back?
confidence before ever even stepping
He's
foot
doing
into
the
ring.
nasty thing.
This is
What's the
partially due to
nasty
his
thing?
Like, go
unrelenting
back, go back.
confidence
No, like the
before ever even
nasty,
stepping foot into the ring.
You mean
This is
nasty? Do you mean
partially
the
due to that
nasty?
he beat most of
Are
his
you- are you
opponents
tell- are you telling me
before
they're
ever
having
even
sex?
Let me
stepping
get drunk
foot
and
into
How
the
do you
nasty.
ring.
say? How do you
This
say
is partially
nasty
due
in
to his
English?
unrelenting
Nazi?
Nasty?
I don't know. How do you say Nazi in English? Bro, we need to do one of these 100 days
Nazi.
videos.
Like, what's a nasty thing?
The fuck is the nasty thing, motherfucker?
Oh, I'm too Spanish. The Adolf Hitler thing, Nazi.
Nazi?
Oh,
Yes,
Nazi?
confidence
Nazi? No.
Yes.
Well, I can't see that. Not C. Like, as
A
in
great
not
example of this is
C.
how
Like, I can't
Tyson
see.
once
No,
tried to
you can't
convince
see
a
that
zookeeper
again.
to let him into a gorilla
You said
and
you
force
nuts.
him
N-O-T
to
space
fighting a
S-E-E.
silverback gorilla
You said
Oh,
you're
shit,
nuts.
you're
As a
shooting me.
reminder,
You
a
said you're
silverback
nuts
gorilla
in.
was once recorded in the past.
why do you have,
grabbing
like,
a
the
man
teacher
with
tabs
one
open? You
hand
have, like,
and
20
tearing his
million
head off
tabs.
with the other
Sits,
with raw
sits.
strength.
Is
Now,
he
not
comparing him to a
literally recorded
gorilla?
with the camera,
What?
More like historically recorded and theorized.
So
that isn't the only
he's
duo
saying
Tyson
Mike
does,
Tyson
and
is
he's
a
even
gorilla?
famously known for
Oh,
having
hold on, wait.
pet
Everyone silent. Everyone
tigers
silent. Hold on.
on chain
Fuck.
Yes, pet
Uh,
tigers.
downplay Mike due to his
Fuck.
supposed
He's
lack
rich
of
as hell.
competition and insane lifestyle choices, but this couldn't be farther from a
Yeah,
fair
he did.
representation of what Mike Tyson was capable of. Now, while there is no true record of Tyson's punching power, there are records of other boxers around the same era that Tyson scales to, specifically Frank Bruno, whose punching power was measured at around 1,178 pounds of force. The reason
Damn.
we say Tyson probably scales to or above Bruno
I love when people
is
just
due to
like
the fact that he fought Bruno
just like
on
fall
two
randomly.
separate occasions and knocked him out in both fights, and he was also able to beat James Bone Crusher Smith, who tanked shots from Bruno and even knocked him out as well in their fight. So it's safe to say that he's on a relative caliber. Not only this, but Mike Tyson also is capable of knocking out Larry Holmes, a well-known Granite Chin and a survivor of Ernie Shavers. I mentioned Shavers specifically because he was well known to be the hardest single-shot puncher
staring at
in
your
boxing
monitor?
history and
It's
featured
so
a
intense.
91.8% knockout
I don't know. I'm
percentage
just.
out of a
I don't know, bro.
89 fights. To put this in perspective, Floyd Mayweather, arguably the best competitor of both old and modern day boxing, whose career started all the way back in 1996.
I mean, he's
5 years
undefeated.
ago, amassed a ludicrous record of 50-0, which is almost less
I'm
than half
undefeated.
of the fights that Ernie Shavers had. Despite
You do
having
not
a
do box?
massive fight catalog, he
I don't
maintained
box,
an
I just
insane
fight people randomly
92%
as I
knockout
want
rate
to.
for all of his
Fight
victories.
Like I
That
like
guy
You just
wasn't
out here
no.
catching
knocked
bodies.
out
Twitch. I
Larry
said
Holmes
no.
to a
Twitch.
young
I
Tyson.
meant like like
Yeah.
in football, like in football, like
You
know
girl.
where you have to
You-
foul. You know where you have to foul people.
You just hit random people. For
You
no
just
reason.
on the street like I'm the shit, bitch.
No. Okay, it's on football, right?
Wait,
you know
wait, you play
tackle people,
football?
Twitch?
You play football in Dominican Republic?
Bro, soccer, bro.
Oh, soccer. My bad. My bad.
Same shit.
Yeah, it's two different kinds of football.
My bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
You're an
He was
American.
capable
bro.
of dusting with.
Well, you are technically American.
This is excluding the fact that Tyson
Are
himself was also
technically
seen
American.
as one of the most prolific
Okay.
knockout artists
Technic-
the heavyweight division has ever witnessed. So yeah, basically,
Oh,
Mike Tyson
shit.
would be capable of outputting a similar degree, if not superior degree of force to
See?
Bruno. And if
Now
you're
you
curious
get
what
it?
1178
we're only
pounds of force is equivalent to,
4 minutes in,
imagine
chill.
a 4,600 pound
Oh my
opponent
God.
is about to
Wait, did
roll
he
down
just
a hill
run
at
him
about
over?
a 15
Yes.
degree
Oh
incline.
no.
Mike Tyson would be able to
They
literally
dead.
Superman punch that
Oh, no.
car and stop it from rolling down the hill.
What?
Wait, actually?
All right, now Bruce Lee time. My boy.
Now our next
My
combatant
boy.
is Bruce Lee, and even though we have a much more limited pool of information, the feats that Lee was able to perform during his prime are still insane by even today's standards.
He has to
Lee
use a big,
single-handedly
large
inspired an
stick.
entire generation in martial arts culture due to his reputation and skills. He was the pioneer and introduction of martial arts to the
He
Western
beat
world
Chuck
for
Norris.
the most part, and heavily aided in the development of modern-day martial arts media and competitions. Lee was cited by many people to have such blinding speed that it would be
No, actually, you know, I've been to Bruce Lee's grave. I know I have a picture of it. I don't know where, but I've been to his grave. Yeah, I took a picture with it. I think, or is that disrespectful? I don't know if I did or didn't, but yeah.
Possible to perceive the strikes until after
He
had
actually, Bruce Lee's the guy who got me into like I remember watching one of his movies, and ever since then I was like, that got me into martial arts.
already been struck
You do
by them.
martial arts?
Even legendary
Yeah.
karate masters and experienced fighters have made
I
similar
never
claims to
fucking
this.
know that. I
There
thought you
was
played
once even a
basketball.
story where Bruce
And
Lee
do
was
martial
asked to
arts.
slow
You
down
can do
his
more than one.
movements
Aw.
in the midst of filming The Green Hornet. The reason the directors had asked this of him was apparently because his movements were so fast that the cameras at the time were not able to actually pick up his moves. Not only
What?
was he fast, but he also possessed nearly unimaginable strength, especially when accounting for his size. Bruce Lee could supposedly sidekick a 45-pound sandbag in half, which may on its own not sound too impressive, but considering how little force is actually packed behind a sidekick, it is actually extraordinary. A sidekick is generally a
sidekick's
utility-based
actually
technique that
powerful.
functions more as a keep-away tactic
Not really.
rather than a damaging knockout or bone-breaking kick. This is exactly how it is used by professional fighters, such as the karate prodigy Stephen Thompson. The reason the kick is so weak is because it only activates the muscles in the legs and glutes, rather than using the hips and the full body like kicks such as a roundhouse would. There are probably barely
the
any,
difference
if
between a
any,
roundhouse and a
fighters
side
on the planet that could currently roundhouse kick a sandbag in half.
I would demonstrate, but I can't show my feet on screen. No, because I'm not wearing socks. I'm not wearing
Which
socks.
is one of the
Yeah,
most
you
common
should.
and devastating kicks you can throw. So the
I would
idea
do
that
that.
Bruce
put
Lee
that out
could
there
No,
for
cause
free, you know?
no, cause I remember I learned how to do it like when I was younger. Like they taught me how to do a roundhouse kick and a side kick, cause
a side
was
kick
good.
that can separate a 45-pound sandbag
At least you should make them pay for
in
it.
half
so-
mid-air is completely
Just saying.
ridiculous. There are even claims that he could punch harder than someone swinging a sledgehammer from over the top of their head down as hard as they can. To put this in perspective, a swing from a 5-kilogram sledgehammer can generate around 1,124 pounds of force, but the sledgehammer described in the story was said to be a large sledgehammer, probably around the 9-kilogram range. So based upon this, Lee probably surpasses Frank Bruno's striking power, a world-class heavyweight boxer, but with much less size to back him up and greater speed. The sheer physical attributes of Lee have been rumored and talked about for decades and are honestly so unbelievable as like the myth or legend category of human beings. Maybe up there with such forces as Genghis Khan and Leonidas, but maybe not as high, but many people consider it very legendary. With the introductions out of the way, we can now explore who would win between these two monsters who have both helped evolve, popularize, and define combat sports. The first thing we have to go over are the legends for Bruce Lee and whether or not they are something that can be accounted for in a discussion like this, or are they more just rumors. To put it plainly, Bruce Lee fought and performed during the era prior to heavy camera and video evidence, so there is little proof or credence to the many legends surrounding Bruce Lee's name. This isn't to disrespect or knock against Bruce Lee,
Oh, yeah,
don't
that's,
dislike my video 'cause I'm
Kareem, I
saying
think.
this, because he is a genuinely
No,
a
that was
pioneer
Magic
and
Johnson.
Bruce Lee, don't dislike my video because I'm saying this,
Actually, I don't
because
remember,
he is
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
genuinely a pioneer and pivotal part of modern day martial arts and a truly skilled fighter, and even today some of the things he's written down in his books are still valid and being used, but a lot of these tales appear to be over exaggerated. The type of stories that are told about Bruce Lee seem to be more akin to your uncle's fishing story where he once saw a 30-foot alligator. Like, sure, it is possible that these stories are actually true. Maybe your uncle really did see a 30-foot alligator, but without any hard evidence to back them up, I don't think there's any definitive way to actually show what Bruce Lee is on the level of his exaggerated legendary status. So, for the sake of the video, I will be splitting Bruce into two categories. One where we only use actual video or photographic evidence, and then a separate section where I will discuss legends Bruce Lee or author statements, Bruce Lee, where all his myths/tales will be incorporated into play as well. The Mike Tyson section will just be normal Mike Tyson, though. We clearly know a lot of Mike Tyson's strengths and limits and can scale him pretty accurately, but the same can't really be...
Alright, hold on. Soup, who do you think is better? Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson? With all this information, you know, Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson? I'm still going Bruce Lee.
I'm not even watching the stream. I'm playing something else.
Actually, did you change your mind?
Hell no, bro.
Hell no.
Said about a more down-to-earth, realistic portrayal of Bruce Lee, besides a few things. For one, we know Bruce Lee is an incredibly balanced and skilled striker. In his sparring videos with his students, the only real evidence that we have of his fights, he can launch a lightning-fast head kick from seemingly any position despite constantly crossing his legs while walking.
Damn.
He can also strike so fast that karate world champion...
Jeremy.
Oh, Jamie joined. Who's this? Who's this?
Oh, we can't see your Discord.
To his strikes. He literally blitzes them like an anime character. Many question how well karate masters can use their strikes in an actual fight. I once got questioned when
I think I'm banned on Twitch.
Well, that doesn't mean they
can. Because my friend sent a GIF that had a penis touching another penis.
Oh.
And yeah, I opened it on stream. I need to check actually.
Wait, you're live streaming?
Yeah, and then he sent me a message. I wanted to see it, and he suddenly sent a GIF.
Damn.
Can actually use it like in an MMA
just pretend
style fight. That's just how fast they are in their actual just sport. However, this is not important because karate point striking is mainly a speed contest, regardless of its effectiveness.
My uncle does
combat.
this. Not
Bruce Lee,
no, not my uncle. My tito.
Known for intense
I don't think it's my uncle.
speed competitions with
So
striking, is still a feat that could probably transfer to his actual combat ability, regardless. In terms of his precision and speed, he might actually outdo Tyson here. However, there's a massive disparity in their stats that makes it hard to believe this will do a tank like Tyson in just like that. After all, not just any scrub who does kickboxing can inherently beat up Tyson due to knowing how to throw a leg around. That's simply not realistic. Bruce Lee's skills aren't exactly some kind of omnipotent martial...
Hold on.
Like, I really need to read this.
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't even mean to watch this video. Hold on.
A large god when you look at his actual combat showings with scrutiny. There's a pretty major
Manny Pacquiao!
Ah, boy. Size doesn't matter in fights because skill overrules any physical advantage. And
you did not just say who is Manny Pacquiao, bro.
To be honest, I have no clue who that is either.
Well, you don't follow boxing. This man does.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I do?
Yes, you told me.
I don't know bots. I randomly fight people. That's a different thing.
It's a Filipino boxer that is like revolutionized boxing or something. I think he's like a billionaire. I think.
Of course, it's a billionaire. He's freaking bots there.
Hold on, Manny Pacquiao net worth. Okay, no, he's 220 millionaire. He's 220. His net worth is $220 million, bro.
That's weak.
He said 220 million's weak. Nah, fam, you bugging.
Contention with this. As an example, say we take a mutant made in a laboratory that stands 9 feet tall, 700 plus pounds of muscle, can punch a hole in an armored vehicle, outrun a horse, and can tank shotgun shells, and pit him against the flyweight UFC champion Davison Figueiredo, who weighs a staggering 125 pounds and standing at a height of 5'5". Like, I understand that this guy is super skilled and probably the top 100 most skilled fighters on the planet, but there's only
he
so
did a
much
backflip. The disrespect.
Bro, that barber messed him up.
There's a
that
reason
barber
weight
messed
divisions
him
are
up.
used in the UFC.
Is he lying? Was it supposed to like go straight?
No, his hair.
Is it like meant to be like that?
It's meant to be like. Bro, he didn't cut his
barber. Like
the top 100 most skilled fighters on the planet, but there's only so much you can do when dealing with massive shortcomings physically. There's a reason weight divisions are used in the UFC, for example. The divisions are usually separated between 10 to 15 pound differences, which may not seem like a lot, but considering a fighter can go from being the top of his division to getting manhandled in the division right above in weight, it is pretty insane to think about how much size and strength actually plays a factor in fights, especially considering these guys are literally the most elite martial artists on the planet. Okay, maybe like extreme skill versus extreme weight difference is debatable, but the issue is there may not even be that much of a skill difference, if at all. Mike Tyson is probably a more skilled striker with his hands, even if he is potentially slower. Bruce Lee was getting tagged numerous times in his sparring match against a very unknown, non-tested amateur fighter. Now imagine a prime Mike Tyson who is actually extremely fast and is extremely skilled and hits like a sledgehammer. The outcome might be a bit different than some 130-pound scrub hitting Bruce Lee in the face.
Shut up!
Bruce Lee himself is stylistically a counter striker, and he leans in and waits for his opponents before he himself strikes. Mike Tyson has actually faced numerous counter-strikers throughout his career, including Tony Tucker, which he destroyed. The sheer weight and strength difference between the two already makes this fight super questionable for Bruce, but pairing that with a basically untested and unknown Bruce Lee against someone of Mike Tyson's caliber, fighting almost seems like murder. If we're being honest, Mike Tyson weighed in at around 220 pounds in comparison to Bruce Lee, who probably weighed something in the 130 to 140 pound range, would make a gap of around 80 pounds. Mike Tyson probably wouldn't even need to use his boxing. Really, he might even just be able to grab a hold of him and pin him to the ground, and there would be really nothing Bruce Lee could conceivably be able to do to stop it. So, if we're just giving an honest power scale of both Mike Tyson and a non-Legends-based Bruce Lee, I think it's likely and safe to say that Mike Tyson curb stomps.
Nah!
Legends Bruce Lee, author statements, got the guidebooks out, we got the data book. On the other hand, is a whole different animal. Legends Bruce Lee is not only faster than Mike Tyson, but he also punches harder than him, and this isn't even taking into account his kicks, which probably generate double the amount of force his punches do. The 45-pound sandbag feat mentioned earlier was done with a side kick. To give you clarification, here's what a side kick looks like when used by some of the best martial artists on the planet. You see that little nudge he did to keep his opponent away? That's a side kick. It's not even remotely damaging. Its primary purpose, as I said earlier, is literally to space your opponents out. But Bruce Lee could apparently sidekick a sandbag in half while it was in midair. This kind of power would rival that of the strongest kick on earth, probably even surpassing it with just a nudge. That's on some Batman level martial arts. Now, Bruce Lee was also supposedly able to pierce an old can of Coke with 2 fingers in a single thrust, and old cans of Coke were actually made out of steel, not aluminum, so imagine what that would do to, like, your throat. Due to these feats and Mike Tyson's lack of experience and self-admission to not knowing how to handle leg kicks, it is highly probable that Legends Bruce Lee mops Mike Tyson. But with that out of the way, that's generally my thoughts on the matter. What do you guys think? Do you think?
Well, Bruce Lee wins, guys. I don't know what y'all about.
What?
Bruce Lee wins.
Legends
He can take old cans of Pepsi, which is made out of steel, with 2 fingers, bro. Easy swipe.
Legitimate.
Easy.
Okay, like think about this. Think about
Legends
this.
can
He can
do
punch.
what with 2 fingers?
He can
You
split
know what he can do.
a can. He can split an
You know
old
what he can do, Sue.
an old Coke can in half.
You dirty ass.
2 fingers. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, Soup didn't mean that.
Maybe you think there's something more that.
Okay, I think. Okay.
What? I'm not saying that. I just wonder what the fuck you said.
Okay. Let's watch this now. The harsh truth about the GOAT debate. So this is like MJ versus LeBron. You want to watch this?
Oh,
You want to watch it?
sure.
I bet. That was dirty.
Why is he like dead on the ground?
LeBron's reign over the NBA.
Bro, he just got shat on by LeBron. Anyone would be dead on the ground.
Like literally, he's.
That's Kevin Love too. Nah. That was his old teammate.
This isn't supposed to happen. 99% of NBA players peak in their mid to late 20s and then slowly regress as they age, eventually becoming a liability to their team and inevitably sailing off into the sunset, washed up and content with their achievements. But not LeBron. The man is fighting his age like he's got a grudge on time itself. And the more he piles up on these mind-bending feats, the more we must ask ourselves the question, and I really hate to do this, but is LeBron the greatest basketball player of all time? And if he isn't, what would he need to do to truly, once and for all, be the GOAT?
What will he do?
About 5 years ago, I uploaded my first basketball-related video onto this channel. The title of that video is LeBron the GOAT. You can still watch this video today, but since it's an absolute dog water of a production, I highly recommend you steer clear of it. To summarize the video, I gave 10 reasons why LeBron would retire as the GOAT. Fast forward 5 years and thousands of hours of watching games, collecting data, and gathering context in this sport that we love. I've since changed my ways and realized that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. But my original assessment from 5 years ago hasn't completely changed.
Damn.
Because I never said LeBron was the GOAT
Damn.
at the time. I just gave 10 reasons why LeBron would retire as the GOAT. But ever since I dropped that video, I've pretty much avoided the GOAT conversation altogether. I've put a spin on the idea of the greatest players in certain aspects of the game. I've talked about the greatest scorers. I've ranked players using purely numbers. But I've never really broken down who the greatest player is, in my opinion, because I just feel like the topic is a bit redundant. And ESPN already gives you a daily update on the GOAT debate anyways, so no need for me to do it. But I think it's time we actually discuss this, because what LeBron is doing at this point in his career is just absurd. At the moment, there are pretty much 3 different camps on the whole GOAT debate. People who think Michael Jordan is the GOAT, people who think LeBron...
Wait, who is the GOAT though? Actually, who's the GOAT?
Probably MJ.
I'm saying MJ, but like LeBron's close in my opinion.
Is the GOAT, and
Yeah.
people who are wrong. I'm just joking, of course, but not really. I'd say about 75% of people fall into the MJ's the GOAT category, about 20% of people fall into the LeBron's the GOAT category, and about 5% fall into the other category. Usually these other fans believe the GOAT is Wilt or Kobe or Kareem. There's not many of them, but
Wilt's really good.
Will they die on that hill?
Nah, I'm actually on the other.
A lot of the fans
Really?
in MJ's corner believe
Wait,
that
then who's the GOAT? Who's the GOAT?
Probably Giannis.
Giannis? Nah.
Is and will forever be the GOAT.
bro.
But realistically, is there anything
Giannis
LeBron
is
can
good
do to surpass
GOAT?
him? I mean, there's got to be some sort of objective.
Bro, you know why I
metric
say
we
that
can use
though.
to distinguish
I know
the
why you
greatest
say
player
that,
of all
but like
time.
that's bias.
Opinions,
That's
no
bias.
just the facts. If LeBron somehow won 4 more championships and retired with 8 rings, he'd undoubtedly be the GOAT, right? So there are paths for him to become the greatest ever. But where does that threshold lie? And what would LeBron have to achieve?
Oh yeah, Curry has as much rings as LeBron now.
Oh, what's it?
Curry has as the same number of rings as LeBron. I feel like Curry would end up being better than LeBron in the long run, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me though.
LeBron's falling off actually.
LeBron, I don't know. He's not doing
Let's
too
just take
bad.
a look at the basic numbers. Between
Definitely
Michael
not
and
his
LeBron,
prime, in my
LeBron has more
opinion.
career points, rebounds, assists, blocks,
But
more
the
triple
mum-
doubles,
numbers
higher
might
field
be
goal
different.
percentage, and a higher three-point percentage. And Michael has more steals and a higher free throw percentage. But this whole argument, the career totals argument, is only useful in demonstrating LeBron's longevity and sustained excellence. These numbers don't prove that LeBron's a better scorer,
Wait, no,
or
actually?
rebounder, or
What?
Larry Bird though.
Larry Bird.
Yes.
Really?
Like
defender.
literally.
I never seen Larry Bird play, so I
The,
can't.
the
Jordan.
best shooter,
They
bruh.
just prove that LeBron's been good at these things for a very
That's
long
fire.
time. These numbers
No pun
also
intended.
show
That was
just how
fire. That
versatile
looks fire.
LeBron is, possibly his most valuable asset. So instead of looking at career totals, let's look at career averages. Michael averages more points and more steals, and LeBron averages more assists and more rebounds. And as much as it pains me to say this, this is usually where the argument for the GOAT ends for most people. Throw in a required comment about their finals records, and you pretty much have a condensed version of most GOAT debates. But there is so much more to unpack here. So let's unpack it.
Travis Scott.
So y'all know how much I like advanced stats. They don't tell the full story, but if you know which ones to look for, you can discover some nuances in a player's game that you won't get by just watching them play. Player efficiency rating, win shares per 48, offensive box plus minus, defensive box plus minus, value over replacement, and true shooting percentage. These 6 advanced stats give us efficiency, production, value, impact, and pretty much everything in between. And in these 6 advanced statistics, Michael Jordan exceeds LeBron in 5 of them. He's more efficient overall. He contributes to more wins. He contributes to more points. He's better on defense, and he is generally more valuable on the court than LeBron is. The only advanced stat where LeBron tops Jordan is true shooting percentage. Now, in terms of who's a better basketball player, nearly every metric points to Michael Jordan. But really take a look at these numbers, and it's actually uncanny just how close LeBron is to MJ across the board. Just a fraction behind Jordan in pretty much everything. But these numbers aren't even addressing who's greater, because that conversation would involve accolades and accomplishments and impact on the game. Take away the rings, the influence, the intangibles, the opinions.
Yeah, but like
it's virtually
LeBron's stats are gonna be better than MJ eventually because MJ doesn't play anymore.
Well, that's only if LeBron doesn't fall off. Remember, he's old as fuck.
You know, but like yeah, he's old and all, but like if he keeps playing more and more games, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna go up and up and up.
Well,
and Michael Jordan is not going to go up.
That is true. That is true.
Objectively true that Michael was a better basketball player than LeBron. But the GOAT debate isn't necessarily about who is the better player. It's about who is the greatest player. We've got some more unpacking to do.
I love that song.
Now, we cannot have a thorough GOAT debate without discussing the accomplishments of each player. Numbers are cool and they have their purpose, but numbers alone aren't indicative of greatness. They're just a vehicle to greatness. This is why, despite James Harden spending half a decade piling up some of the greatest scoring numbers in NBA history, most people don't consider him greater than some players with far lesser offensive numbers. The numbers complement the accolades, not the other way around. This is also why I consider Wilt Chamberlain to have been a better basketball player than Bill Russell, but Bill Russell was greater than Wilt.
Wilt Chamberlain
achieved
is
his greatness
crazy
through his numbers, whereas Russell achieved his greatness by contributing to an unrelenting style of winning basketball. So let's take a look at the accomplishments of both Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Now, there are plenty of other awards a player can earn in the NBA, but these are the ones that really stand out on a player's resume. Championships, Finals MVPs.
I remember when LeBron won his
year,
first
All-NBA
championship.
selections,
I
and
was
all
like a little
defensive team
kid.
selections.
Oh, that was
And amongst
crazy.
these
My
6
mom, my
categories,
parents, because
Jordan
my dad
beats
wasn't there.
LeBron
My parents were
in
just going
5 of
crazy.
them.
Not my parents.
And
My
Michael
mom was going
accomplished
crazy.
all of this in just 15 seasons to LeBron's
I think my dad was
18
at his friend's
seasons.
house or something.
The only
Or
category
a
where
party or
LeBron
something.
outperformed Michael is in all NBA selections. And most will argue that, again, this is an accomplishment of
The hell it's
longevity more
when
than
I'm falling
anything else,
asleep.
which at this point seems to be the
Falling
only
asleep. It's only 12:50.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, okay.
Ow.
Past all the not so undisputed GOAT. Okay, cool.
At the moment, I personally believe Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Okay,
I also
MJ.
think he's the best basketball player of all time.
Okay, he's also the
But,
best.
unlike some fans, I don't think the door has closed on LeBron. I think that if LeBron can continue to dominate the league for a few more seasons and continue to shatter our previous notions of what we thought was possible in a single NBA career, I think that he has a chance to retire as the greatest player of all time. But of course, only time will tell. And fortunately,
All right,
for
so it's
LeBron,
MJ still.
time seems to perpetually be on his side.
Okay, cool.
Hello, everyone. It's your host.
You know what I
Yo,
want to watch?
I'm about to go sleep, bro.
Nah, you
I've
ain't going to
decided
bed.
I'm
Done.
done.
He's
Going
done.
to bed.
Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna see another.
Going for
thing.
bed is for lamos.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn on my freaking. I'm gonna go to sleep, bro.
Don't go to sleep.
Going to
That's
sleep or for lamos
L
and
L
losers.
people go to sleep.
Losers and lamos go to sleep.
That's what I'm saying.
Guess what? I'm going to sleep.
I want to watch
Then
some.
you're a
good
lamo
title.
and a loser, nerd.
Let's watch this. Omni-Man versus Homelander. I didn't even
Watch
finish
epic rap battles.
Epic rap battles of history. Oh
I
shit!
watch that all the time.
Alright, we should watch that then. We should watch that. We should watch that.
All possibilities.
After this.
It's time for a death battle.
I'm already sleepy.
Howdy, neighbor.
Homelander.
Coco. It's warm.
I know this guy's an asshole in the show. I haven't watched it.
You don't know what
Which one?
Homelander is more than
Homelander.
just a superhero.
Like,
It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand, and it's very important to me that brand.
you can literally just see him sleeping on his bed.
And if I'm
Wait, he's actually.
Yes, you can literally just look at his bed. Look at his camera.
Axel, get out of bed, stupid! Oh my god. Okay. I know you can hear me with that Bluetooth headset, bruh.
He has like goddamn Elmo pillow and like.
Remember your dog shit on your bed. You really sleeping on dog shit right now, bro. You was really sleeping on dog shit. Dog shit and piss, bro.
Piss and probably come too.
Whoa! You chill with that, Axel?
Yeah.
Damn. He's
didn't
really
know
chill
that.
with sleeping on dog piss, bro. Damn.
playing second fiddle to some goddamn
Crazy.
alien. What's really the point, right?
Damn.
What do you think, Debbie?
Nah, he killed his.
No,
Nah.
she's shy. So, do we have an understanding? Get the fuck out of my country.
Whoa.
I'm going to feed you your own heart.
Epic rap battles of history.
That was a great line.
Oh! 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 Damn! Damn! He is not playing, bruh.
I'm not here for your country.
Guy on Discord that kept sending me random pictures of himself with random emoticons. It's weird as hell. Funny though.
Damn. This is crazy. I'm glad this episode isn't pixelated. Oh! Oh yeah, he can laser. I forgot about that. Oh!
Never been hit by someone your own size before? You have to turn with the punch to reduce.
Ow!
Better.
Ow! Ow! Damn, he killing everyone, dog.
What's the matter? Are you going to cry?
After I'm done with you, I'm gonna flashpoint that little shit son of yours! This worthless neighborhood! And every goddamn person you know!
Damn. Oh! 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 Oh shit!
What I promised you.
Oh God!
Now swallow.
Oh!
Merry Christmas.
Oh nah!
Wiz, if there's a God, it sure seems like he was working out some aggression there.
Despite
Oh my
Homelander's dominance
God.
within the world of the boys, he's a big fish in a small pond, relatively speaking. Homelander can move faster than sound, while Omni-Man can move faster than light. Homelander can survive a
Oh.
nuke, while Omni-Man can shatter the moon twice over.
Axel, what?
Oh,
Axel,
the music, bro.
were you actually? Wait, were you watching that? The fuck?
What?
The
No,
the
like
thing of
some music just turned on YouTube. What is it?
I don't know. Bro, Axel, get back on your PC. No sleeping.
Yeah, CPUs for the week.
Yeah.
No, I'm weak as fuck then. I'm going back to sleep.
I thought you said you fought random people.
Yeah.
How can you be weak and just do that?
Bro, just get coffee or something. Axel, don't make me ear rape you.
Go for some Red Bull.
Yeah, go get some Red Bull. Yeah, go get some Red Bull. Go get some Red Bull. I'll wait. I'll wait.
I'd like this really good banana coffee in the fridge and it tastes so good.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, damn.
I just drink water. Alright, I'm gonna play chess while waiting. Alright, guys, you guys gotta help me. You guys gotta help me with this. Okay, we're black team. Okay, move up. Oh shit! Oh, we didn't. Okay, who's this from? China. Okay, we're facing against the Chinese fan base. That's the move. Alright, guys. Gotta tell me what to do next. Guys, gotta tell me what to do next. No?
I'm back.
Are you back? Okay. Are you ready? We're gonna react to more videos, alright? You ready?
Oh shit, that's hard.
Whoa, pause. Pause.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Let me just get this man's thing real quick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, boy? Yeah, oh fuck. That's what he's
Why
gonna
are you
do.
playing chess?
Okay, I'll stop playing chess. Okay, let's go back.
To be fair, Homelander did have a couple of abilities Omni-Man didn't, like his.
Alright, well, we already saw who won, so I don't really want to see. Okay, what's a hype video?
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the
That's
world.
Tyson,
Today,
right?
Fucking fly, bro.
Cartoon
Bro,
Network
what
is
does Red Bull
like
even
that.
have?
Hmm? What?
Does Red Bull have alcohol?
What?
Does Red Bull have alcohol?
I cannot fucking hear what you're saying. What?
I think he asked if Red Bull has caffeine. Oh, alcohol? No.
Oh,
It has
caffeine?
caffeine.
Of course,
It
bro.
has caffeine.
How do you think it keeps its energy? Actually, how?
Alright.
Parent who just.
Let's watch. You say you want to watch Epic Rap
Or it
Battles,
has,
right?
it has something that works like caffeine.
Holy shit.
Bro, I'm not gonna stop until all these
I'm not gonna
videos
lie,
are
it
done.
doesn't. Energy drinks don't really work for me. They just taste good. They don't even keep me awake. I can go to sleep. I can still go to sleep even after I drink one. I'm not talking about Red Bull. Red Bull tastes like ass, bro.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
I'm talking about like other ones.
Alright, what are we playing?
Alright, what are we playing? No, we're reacting.
Oh shit. Oh, we're still doing that?
Yeah, it's reaction. shit. Oh wait, this is old. This is old.
First of all, before Yassine give.
Okay.
Why do you have so many videos open?
Okay, let's see.
I mean tabs. Like how can you even know what you're click? Oh, never mind.
Okay. Let's do how great jump scares are made in horror movies versus bad
I
jump
get
scares.
scared so freaking easily.
I remember this. No, I remember. I was watching that with this one person.
What was the movie?
What's it called? Insidious. Yeah, Insidious.
Oh, I've never seen that movie.
Compare that to this.
No, The Conjuring, not Insidious. The Conjuring.
Oh, I've never seen that movie either.
Oh, Axel, watch my screen. What are you doing?
Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? What do you mean, hold on?
I was staying over at my friend's house, and apparently they went up at like 3 a.m. to make something in the kitchen. Then his dad just came out. Wonder what the hell they were doing.
Bro, Axel looks
Yeah,
like
they
he
were
finished psychedelics or something, bro. What?
Yeah, well, no shit. It's fucking.
Did you know they're taking off 2CP on Overwatch? Who's 2CP? I don't know who that is. Click on the screen, boy. Come on. What? Bro, you keep cutting out. Put your mic on.
I said I'm here.
I got you.
Reveal of Jason in Jason Takes Manhattan.
Oh no!
The first one is much scarier, but don't just take my word for it. Jason has certainly had his scary moments, but one of the main reasons Jason Takes Manhattan is ranked so low is because it doesn't follow the rules for making a movie scary. And while there's no exact formula, there are certain time-tested secrets you can include to create a truly
Oh my
terrifying
God.
jump scare. According to this woman,
My students kind of jokingly know me as Dr. Horror,
who has a PhD
Shit,
in
my
horror.
heart.
So
Or my
jump
lungs or
scares
my
are
feet.
based
What?
on kind of a theory of what fear is. Fear is kind of the buildup. It's the time in between when you think something might happen to when it actually happens.
You can usually tell when a jump scare is about to happen. The lighting dims.
What?
The editing slows down. Things might start moving by themselves.
What the
and
fuck?
the music gets, well,
No, pause that,
creepy.
pause that, pause that, pause that.
What?
I am literally reading. There's just a title right here saying Red Bull has bull sperm.
Yeah, it does.
I'm never fucking drinking this.
Drink
again.
more, drink more, drink more, drink more,
No,
drink more,
please,
drink
no,
more,
no,
drink
no.
more,
I
drink
am not drinking
more,
that. I am
drink
not
more, drink more.
Wait, is that actually true, Sue?
No, it's not true.
Yeah,
It's not
it's-
true. It's not true.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it literally is.
No, it's not. Look it up. It's not.
Have bull sperm. Red Bull and Monsters do not contain bull semen.
Yo, what the fuck
But
is
those are
that?
the more obvious clues.
Not
So
seven,
what
it's
is the
semen.
first thing that helps
Just
Yeah,
build
but we can't
a
say that on Twitch, you idiot.
I want soup.
jump scare?
I call it breadcrumbs. You get
Bread-
some
Oh,
type
that's
of
true, though. I'm just saying.
indication that something scary may be likely to happen. The closet door opens slightly.
Closet door
we see a
opens.
window open. There's a weird
No, it's not.
noise
No,
coming
it's
from the
not
corner.
bull
There
sperm.
are
It's
few
bull
famous audio
piss.
examples of this from
What?
classic horror.
Oh, that's
In
even
the Friday the 13th
worse.
series, you know something bad
Yeah,
is about to
it's
happen
bull
when you hear
piss.
Jason's.
That's where the
I
color
love
comes
how
from.
the bull.
Not you, bruh. That's where the color comes from.
Or when you hear the famous.
Oh, I love the Jaws movies. Actually,
Jaws.
before school ended,
But the
that's what I
breadcrumbs
watched.
we're talking
in the
about are
aftercare.
often more subtle, like in this scene from the 2002 film Below. The character's reflection starts to lag in the mirror, so you begin to get that feeling that something is very
Oh,
wrong, and that
shit.
something even more scary is about to happen.
fuck?
Now let's take a look back at that wardrobe scene in The Conjuring.
There are
Conjuring.
several breadcrumbs that lead us to the final witch scare. We first have the sound of the closet door banging. Then, the visual of the girl walking in her sleep.
Cindy?
Notice the camera hardly
I want to
moves,
watch the
and
second
the wardrobe
movie.
never leaves
I need
the
to
wide
watch
shot.
Conjuring too.
And then we get the sound of even more banging. Only this time, the girl is back in her bed, so we know it's not her anymore. Cue the creepy music. Each breadcrumb raises our level of anxiety a little bit more, like a balloon.
Guys, we're
gradually
going
getting
to be
more
a-
inflated until it finally pops.
On top.
There are no specific breadcrumbs in the Jason Takes Manhattan scene. And in fact, we don't even hear the classic.
Okay, when I first saw that, I got like jump scared, but like looking back at it, like analyzed, it's kind of funny.
Ki, ma, 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 until after we know Jason is already right behind them. Once we see and hear these clues, that doesn't mean the scare is gonna come right away. In fact, for most great jump scares, the opposite is true. You have to make the viewer wait by dragging out the scene until the tension is too much to bear. Alfred
build up.
Hitchcock famously said, "There is no terror in the bang, only in the anticipation of it."
Once the gun is fired, the fear's done. It's over with. There's nothing left to be scared of. Once the gun is fired, the scene is over.
An effective jump scare can take time, even
Oh,
the
shit.
majority of the movie in some cases. But if done right, the payoff will be well worth it. One great example of buildup is this nurse station scene in The Exorcist 3. The camera doesn't move at all for about 3 minutes, while nurses and security guards shuffle around. We know something is about to happen. We just don't know when, and it takes its time to get there.
Oh!
This scene in Insidious is another great example of building.
Oh, I
tension.
love this
Only
movie.
instead of a single shot, we alternate back and forth between two characters for an extended period of time. The conversation goes on for about 2 minutes before the demon finally appears. And even though we know something is about to happen, when it does, we're caught off guard. The wardrobe scene in The Conjuring
was that
takes place
scare?
over about 2 minutes after the first breadcrumb. Director James Wan lets the scene play out very slowly with a creeping sense of
I shouldn't be watching this at nighttime. Oh well.
Why?
Because
the scene in
horror.
Jason Takes Manhattan is
You
also
know, it's not
long,
even that fucking
about
scary.
2 minutes.
I know.
Yeah,
Jason
I
is
ain't
revealed
sleeping
so
anyway,
early on
bro.
in the scene with
I
no
am.
I just
build-up
drink
about 1 minute
all
after
the
it starts.
sperm and
So
it's
the only
piss.
thing we're waiting for is for the couple to see him 30 seconds later. For us as the audience, there's no tension, no anxiety. It's during this period of build-up when the best horror movies will use a distraction to further amp up the tension. Think of this part like a magic trick. You're encouraged to look in one direction, while the real threat is happening elsewhere.
Yee.
In this famous scene in Jaws, we're distracted by the discovery of a tooth, and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
expecting to see
I
a
remember
shark.
this.
Instead, we get a corpse.
A dead person, yeah.
In The Sixth Sense, when Cole and the audience is focusing on the closet, an arm shoots out from under the bed. One common and often overused form of misdirection is the mirror trope, where the protagonist opens a medicine cabinet, for example. Alone at first, when it shuts, something is standing behind them. Surprise! The technique was first used in Roman Polanski's 1965 film Repulsion, and can be
Repulsion.
found in numerous other films to this day.
Now I want to watch scary movies.
In The
Oh,
Conjuring,
man.
both the camera and girl are focused on the closet. We think something is inside of it, ready to jump out. But in reality, the threat is actually on top of the wardrobe. Jason Takes Manhattan doesn't even try to fool us at all. The main characters have a false sense of security.
It's over.
But we, as the viewer, already know where the threat is the entire time. This brings us to another visual trick with jump scares, making the audience feel more anxious by limiting what they can see.
Anything that you can do to limit the character and through that the audience's frame of vision will always increase the anxiety and the scare of it.
There are 2 ways of accomplishing this, camera and
Okay.
lighting. Let's take a look at lighting first. Some common tricks are to use a camera
Mama.
flash, like this scene in Mama, or a device like night vision goggles in The Descent to narrow the characters and our scope of vision. Notice how much of the scene is obscured in these shots. We have very little space to feel safe.
All of these things have what we call in lighting a hard fall off, meaning there is a very sharp line between what you can see and what you can't see.
That being said, you can still have jump scares during the day, but these require a bigger buildup, as we mentioned earlier, for them to be effective. Just look at this terrifying moment in Mulholland Drive. We don't see the creature outside the diner until after an entire 3-minute-long buildup of conversation inside the diner.
Bro, I don't even know half of these movies for real. This is mad interesting though. We're gonna make a Minecraft scary movie, guys. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that
The
wasn't even that
Conjuring
scary.
limited how much we can see by having only one small lamp by the bed in an otherwise dark room, far away from the wardrobe. Jason, on the other hand, is standing in a brightly lit Times Square, where the only time he's obscured is when 2 people pass in front of him. The other way to limit view is by using the camera.
It is very common in horror films to limit the character's kind of vision, their frame of reference, where they're looking through keyholes. They might be trapped in a closet and they're looking out slats of a closet, and really kind of limit how much they can see. And with that, you are limiting how much the audience
Damn.
can see as well.
Let's take a look at this scene in The Shining. The camera is following Danny, so we as the audience can't see around the corners of the hall until he does, when it's too late. When Arbogast is walking up the steps in Psycho, the camera is focused on him, so we are also blind to what's
can go
around him
psycho.
and what's about to happen. It creates an added sense of anxiety in the viewer.
I remember this.
The tighter you are and the more confined you are and the less information you have about the situation.
Oh shit, what movie is that?
And camera movements can also force you into areas you wouldn't
Black
normally choose
Christmas.
to go.
If the closet is slightly open, the camera may start pushing into the darkness slightly. The filmmaker is forcing you as the audience to get closer to it, whether you want to or not. Or sometimes the camera will hold perfectly still. And that in itself can be equally anxious because we're used to movement and cuts and things like that.
And when a scare finally appears, it's typically accompanied by a loud sound. The sound is known as a sting. A good example of a sting can actually be heard in the opening credits of Insidious, a film that is full of effective jump scares. The crash accentuates the moment we are supposed to be scared.
I
There's
hate
certainly a
that.
sting when the witch appears in The Conjuring, accompanied by a camera
The
plan.
violin thing.
And there's actually two in Jason Takes Manhattan. But these are both ineffective since we've already seen Jason. There's no peak moment of anxiety that is elevated by the sound. A sting can only work so well without a good build-up. There are numerous examples of this in horror films, where the jump scare and the loud sting come completely out of nowhere.
Oh, I need to watch some of these old horror movies.
But this fear won't last.
The old horror movies aren't even that scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But there's no
I need to like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I need to build up my like scare tolerance, because I have a low scare tolerance. Like anything can scare me. I'm not gonna lie.
And so while the scene is certainly violent and unexpected, there's also no real fear.
The thing is I have my fight or flight is fight. So like when I get scared, like I, you know what I'm saying, like I reflex, you know. Not all the time, but it depends.
Reflex?
Yeah, like I don't run away, you know. Like I get like,
well, I'm fucking scared, bro. I fucking
and
disappear. I
the
turn on the lights.
when I'm scared, I just accept it and then face it head on. That's just what I do. I just like train my brain to do that.
Turn off the lights. You can't see me. I'm black as hell.
It all might just make you laugh instead. And after all of the work to build up this scare, the threat needs to hold up as well.
Oh.
In a lot of movies, the threat isn't real, but it can still make you jump.
Oh my gosh, the closet door's opening. We're getting closer, closer, closer. The music's swelling, the camera's pushing in, and then it's a cat. Cats have had more jump scares in horror history than any monster ever had.
Like in the Amityville Horror, when one just appears outside the window. One of the most famous fake scares, it's actually not a cat, was this bus in the 1942 film Cat People. In fact, this scene went on to inspire other filmmakers to mimic the fake scare and has become known as the Luton bus technique, named after the film's producer, Val Luton. Another famous example of this is the Pop-Tart scene in Silent Hill. While it might make you jump, there's nothing terrifying about a Pop-Tart unless you have a gluten allergy. Horror movies are littered with these types of cheap scares, which ultimately hurt the movie as a whole because they haven't been earned and don't move the story forward. The best way to use a jump scare is to not
Are we
overuse
trying
it.
to
Too many jump
understand
scares
why
takes away
we
from the
get
impact of
scared?
it.
Yeah. It's interesting.
And sometimes you don't even need them at all. In fact, Best Picture winner The Silence of the Lambs doesn't even have one jump scare in the entire movie. And the classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre only has
I remember what's it called? I was in the hospital and a kid played this movie or whatever, and there was this girl who like hated blood. She was like the shorty that like I was hanging out with. And then, like, what's it called? Yeah. She got scared the fuck out. Cause, like,
why were you in the hospital?
Oh, yeah, cause I had to go there. I forgot. It was years ago. Like, yeah, it was
if you're just up here the whole time.
What I think of it, it was fun. It was fun.
No, I'm saying you should think of it.
Think of what?
What?
Of why you were in there.
Oh,
bro, I'm not gonna worry about that right now.
Flat. There's nowhere else to go, and so it's all about taking the audience on a roller coaster ride of hills and loops, but not trying to keep them suspended in the air the entire time.
And when a jump scare does work well, you'll know because you'll see it pop up again again, replicated in newer films as a tribute to.
Wait, does she have a gun?
Pop up again and again, replicated in.
What is that? I thought that was
I think that's supposed to be like a knife or something.
As a tribute to its original success and the work that went into crafting it.
Oh. Damn. Okay. Well, now
This
we know.
video.
Now we know why we're scared.
With 5
Yeah.
Billboard.
Oh, Drake is the biggest fraud
That
in
is
hip
not
hop.
the biggest fraud.
Chart-topping
He is.
albums, 3 mixtapes, and more top 10
Let's see why
Billboard
he's the
singles
biggest
than any
fraud.
other artist. From a commercial standpoint, Drake just had the most ridiculous decade of any artist ever. And he's also gone through more transformations than any musician I can think of.
Okay, that's
Early
actually
in his career,
kinda
Drake
true.
was the poster boy of honesty. He built a career on
Yeah,
writing
didn't he used to
emotional,
act?
introspective music
Yeah, I think he used to
alongside
act.
his producer and engineer 40, who helped him carve a sound that was unique and transformative.
I
From
love this
2010
beat.
to 2013, there were countless artists trying to sound like Drake. But now it seems like the tables have turned and Drake is biting whatever style is hot to stay on top. It seems like somewhere along the way he became more interested in maintaining his relevancy than being authentic. And in attempting to please everyone, he diluted himself as a person and lost his own identity. People change.
What?
I mean,
Okay, I think
change
he's being
every
harsh
day.
to Drake,
I'm not
bro.
knocking that. I just can't get down with
True.
Drake's recent image because I feel like he's trying to be something he's not. But maybe along the way he got so immersed in this caricature of himself that he started believing it. Perhaps Aubrey Graham's best acting days weren't as Wheelchair Jimmy on Degrassi, but rather playing
Yeah,
a
he did
hip-hop
use that.
superstar named Drake, a man who's capable of jumping to the top of the charts with any release.
Who else really trying to mess with Hollywood code?
Alright,
I'm
intro.
treating Birmingham like my Hollywood shows. I'm trying to tell you something that you probably should know. This that Slumdog Millionaire Bollywood flow. And
Yeah. Production on this
Aubrey
video
Drake
is
Graham
crazy.
was born on October 24, 1986 in Toronto, Canada. His father, Dennis Graham, was a drummer for rock and roll star Jerry Lee Lewis. Drake said his mother, Sandy, also comes from a very musical family, and his grandma used to babysit for Aretha Franklin. Drake comes from an eclectic background. His father is an African-American
I'm kinda
Catholic,
lax,
and his
I'm
mother
so
is a...
tired.
Axel, what?
Fight am.
Axel looks tired as hell.
Fight am actually.
True or false? No. Oh shit, wait, I should
My
probably get
eyes
that later.
fucking hurt.
Actually, I can look it on my phone. I'll play the
white Canadian Jew. His parents divorced when he was 5 years old, and he was raised by his mother in Forest Hill, an affluent and predominantly Jewish neighborhood in Toronto. In interviews,
need
he's
more.
taken issue with people saying he had an easy life.
I only moved to Forest Hill.
Oh, it's a it's
because
not
my
valid.
mother
Overwatch agent.
is an incredible woman who was willing to live far beyond her means
Forgot
for the
about
sake of
Overwatch.
her family. We rented someone's basement and the first floor. I didn't have some mansion. I wasn't, I grew up with a mother that was deep in debt because she wanted the best.
Yeah,
for her
Red
family.
Bull's not
In this
doing it
nicer
for me
neighborhood,
right now.
Drake found being biracial
It's
was more of
not
an
doing it
issue
for
than
me.
when he lived in the poor.
Yeah,
Blue
sperm
balls
is not
is
doing it
good
for
for
me.
you.
What?
Sperm and piss and urine is not doing it for me.
Section of a Western road.
I just always felt like an outsider.
That's
I
crazy
went-
to me how his name is
when I was
Aubrey,
in Forest Hill,
bro.
it was an all Jewish school, like
His name is Aubrey?
and just being
Yeah, his name's
His name isn't Drake?
biracial,
No, it's
but still
Aubrey.
being Jewish. So I was like kind of connected to the
so
kids, but like
straight,
sort
that's
of
cat.
distant.
It was Drake's dad that really spurred his interest in music. Dennis would bring 5 to 6-year-old Drake to gigs at various bars around Toronto
Shit,
and
that's
get him to
me,
go on
just
stage
without
and sing at
glasses.
times. After his divorce, Dennis moved to Memphis. So Drake spent part of his childhood in Tennessee, where he was influenced by the southern rap culture. In Memphis, Dennis started selling drugs and was eventually caught and put in jail. While
Damn.
in prison, he'd reserve time for Drake to speak to a fellow inmate who also rapped.
My dad used to share
Oh,
his
yeah,
phone
I think I
time
heard of this.
with this guy, and this guy used to rap. So he used to read me his raps over the phone, and I told him, I rap too. So we used to I used to be like, it got to the point where I'd be like, yeah, Dad, all right, cool. Where's he at? Like, I got new raps to spit for him or whatever. So we used to kind of use the remainder of my dad's phone time and just rap
What
until
does
it
that
cut
say?
off.
Unfortunately for Drake,
What does what say?
It says
Axel.
this server is now owned by the Eggman Imperial.
What are you talking about?
What was the bottom?
Repost to pray to Eggman. Ignore if you like furries.
Okay.
Who gave
Yeah,
him every
basically.
single role?
Give who? Who gave who every single role?
This man. Someone just
Men,
gave
you
him
like
every
men.
single
I
role.
like
Why does he
women.
have
I like ass. I like
Ooh.
tits.
past VR?
So do you like tits?
Who
Gave him-
doesn't? Me.
Someone just gave him every single role.
This wasn't as involved in his upbringing as he would have liked, and this would become a major theme in his music, where he'd lament on the absence of his father. It was actually one of Drake's classmates at Forest Hill who gave him his start in the entertainment industry.
Bro,
Drake
he
said,
looks
quote,
so
"There was a kid in
different
my
when he was
class
young."
whose father was an agent. His dad would say, if there's anyone in the class that makes you laugh, have them audition for me.
Drake.
After the audition, he became my agent. In 2001, at 14 years old, Drake landed a role on the famous Canadian teenage drama called Degrassi. Drake, who was then still going by the name Aubrey Graham, was cast as Jimmy Brooks, a popular 8th grade basketball star and eventual paraplegic. He starred on the show for 7 years, but worked on music on his time off.
I have to utilize those days, and like, you know, I'm working with a phenomenal engineer by the name of Noah. He's also a producer, goes by the name of 4040.
his
and
voice is
we get in here, you know, I get in here when I can. I get in here, I start sessions at 1, 2 in the morning, and we leave at 7, 6 when the sun's up. You have to really
The
budget
waves.
your time, you know, and it is a challenge. I've been a mess since every girl I left went and got a new man, but I'm the new version of Fresh Prince, and the band's got bumped for real. I switch wifey every season like Uncle Phil, and then the chorus drops. So that was a little verse I wrote, little something, something.
After shooting several seasons, the producers of Degrassi decided to take the show a different direction and laid off Drake and his co-stars.
It was an upsetting time for me, you know. We all kind of came in, the names on our dressing rooms were changed.
What's the
Not gonna
name?
lie, this
They
kind of
were
looks like a
making
Jarman video for a minute. It
What?
looks like a Jarman video.
Low
a
key,
complete
low
changeover.
key.
They were starting over with new, younger kids. I remember telling my mom that I was gonna tell my agent that I'm gonna probably take a break and see where this music thing takes me.
Drake released his debut mixtape Room for Improvement in 2006, and his second mixtape Comeback Season the following year. Jazz Prince, whose father is legendary label founder James J. Prince, was looking to make a name for himself in the music business, so his dad told him to look for the next hottest thing. At the time, MySpace had a music explore page, and Jazz came across Drake's music, and it immediately caught his attention.
He found me on MySpace.
And I told him, I was like, yo, I like your music. And he was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna make you famous.
He was like, man, I know Lil Wayne, and I'm gonna play him your music one day. And I was just like, yeah, right. You know, like, you never really, I didn't buy it at first.
I told my dad, like, yo, I found somebody that has a buzz, I feel like, and it's hot. Like, let me hear it. And I played it for him. He didn't get it. He's like, what's all this singing he doing on this music?
Jazz also sent Drake's music to Lil Wayne.
I waited like a week. I hit him every day. You heard it. He finally hit me back. I was like, yo, bro, he sucked. Don't ever play this shit for me again.
A few months later, Jazz was driving Lil Wayne to a jewelry store and saw another opportunity to put on Drake.
I got him in my car. I'm about to play some Drake. So we riding, I'm playing shit, you know, I'm jamming, you know, I'm jamming, I'm looking at him, and I see him over there like, you know, bobbing his head. I was like, okay. He was like, who is this? I was like, oh, that's that nigga Drake that you told me you didn't like.
He said GA, guys.
And
He said
like,
GA.
He's good. Like, where he at? I was like, he's in Toronto. I was like, nah, I can get him here ASAP. Like, I need y'all to meet.
Dude, she
Like,
said GA.
I'm about to call.
Wait, where are you actually?
Me.
Give me who
Wait,
called you.
I'm not gonna lie. Or at least he's probably
going back to bed.
Right now.
Do not go to bed. No, illegal. Illegal.
I think he's gonna go back to bed no matter what you say. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, drink another Red Bull. It doesn't have piss and cum and all that shit. It's fake. It's a lie. The government uses it. Trust me.
So you think I can just take that off the freaking liquid?
No, then the government is lying to you. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
I can just go like this, and just go.
Yeah, gulp it. Gulp it. Gulp it. Yeah. Yeah, pour it. Yeah, do that. It'll work. Trust.
No.
Trust me, bro.
I kinda want some
You never
corn
know
right now.
till you try. You never know till you try. I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm drinking more.
Yeah.
Ah, that stinks.
Yeah.
Artist
drink
stinks
more.
so
Chug,
much.
chug,
No,
chug,
no,
chug,
not the
chug,
Red Bull.
chug.
Like it just stinks.
Chug, chug,
It actually just
chug,
stinks.
chug, chug. Yeah, yeah.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want some corn. I don't know why. I just want
Corn?
Corn.
Me too.
Corn.
Corn? That's just so random.
I mean, yeah, but I kind of want it.
Me too, bro. We all.
Oh, corn.
I feel like I know what you thought I said, and I don't think I can say it.
Hello? I was like, yo,
Yeah,
what's
you
up?
can't.
I was like, this doesn't sound like my friend. And he's like, yo, what's up? It's Wheezy. And it was, you know,
That
it ended up
shit,
being,
that is
it ended up being Wayne.
bad.
He was like, I'm starting this thing
I'm
called Young
going
Money,
back
and
to
I really
bed.
love you
No, you're not.
to be a part of it. So I want to fly you out to Houston and meet you. And he did just that the day after, and that formed our relationship. And I was like this quiet kid in the corner of the bus, you know, while everything was going on around me. And the Carter 3 was just, I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks away from coming out. And what a time.
That night, we drove on a bus to Atlanta. And that night we went in the studio. That's where we cut the first Forever, Stunt Hard, and another song. Can't think of. And about 2 weeks later, them songs leaked, and that was that.
Damn. Oh, this is a Drake beat. Yeah, this is a Drake beat.
Drake released his first commercial EP, So Far Gone, in February 2009, and it peaked at number 6 on the Billboard charts. His debut single, Best I Ever Had, hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and helped make him a household name. From here, Drake turned into a global superstar, and every commercial album he's
Drake
dropped
is the
has
global
peaked at number
superstar,
1
guys.
on the charts. Drake's arrival in music marked a new path. He wove together singing as rapping and rapping as singing. In early 2010, hip-hop had just come out of an intense auto-tune phase, and the proven formula was that a rapper would tell the story, and then bring a singer in to provide emotion or sensuality. Drake showed the world that those parts could be delivered by the same person. Kanye West deserves a lot of credit for helping pioneer the genre of introspective rap
808s
with
and Heartbreak.
808s and Heartbreak.
Yep.
But Drake and 40 turned that style into a sound that was their own. Drake's early lyrics are extremely personal and convey universal emotions like love and regret.
To me, like, making music for girls is just the waviest thing you could do.
Oh, this
so
is
I was
current
never
Drake.
really, you know, out of all the things that people will say about me, I was never affected by the whole, like, you know, this is soft or this is emotional or whatever, because I was just kind of like, I mean, I guess I just make music for like dusty guys and shit, but like that's just not really like what inspires me, you know?
Drake won a Grammy for Best Rap Album in 2011 with Take Care, and 2 years later Drake
Good album.
released Nothing Was the Same, which is my
Good
personal
album.
favorite album by him. And just like his title, after that, nothing was the same. By 2014, Drake had positioned himself comfortably at the top of rap commercially and wanted to assert himself as a confident
You're
individual.
still looking
I'm
at
so
this, Drake?
sick of people saying,
What?
How long is that?
Not too long. Just a few more minutes.
that,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
9 minutes of.
I'm not going to lie. Drake, he literally fell off. Like, his old music was so good, but like, his recent music is just so bad.
Well, yeah.
And
I mean, yeah, it
doesn't
is
sound
bad.
like something Drake will come out with. Like,
I don't like
even.
Why is there
Why
a
is that
Queen?
Lightning McQueen? Why did
Yeah,
you see
like,
Lightning McQueen?
why?
Lightning McQueen's fire.
Why is your playlist just Lightning McQueen?
Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Wait,
What-
what?
what-
Shit.
Stream playlist.
This is not all Lightning McQueen. This is just the.
No, I'm talking about the fucking picture.
the picture is Lightning McQueen. What's wrong with Lightning
Why?
McQueen? It's Lightning McQueen. What?
I know, but why?
He's better.
Better than who?
Bro, I need to do a reaction to this
Wally a
album.
better movie. On God.
I know it's an ass
Wally a way
album.
better movie.
I want to react. I want to like cringe. That'll get good. Yeah, you guys see me.
Here we are, day 1.
No,
Imagine that you.
no. Wait, where's the video? Starts with a D.
Bro, close some of the tabs.
Ah, the
Ads.
tabs is chilling. I'm
Hello,
telling.
everyone. It is.
Fuck. No. Oh yeah, here it is.
that I'm like lonely and emotional and like associating me with this like longing for a woman or yeah, I hate that, man. It bothers me so much.
In his recent albums, it seems like his sole concern is maintaining clout.
Yo, wait, that's actually kind of cool.
Bothers me so much.
In his recent albums,
Look
it
at
seems
this.
like his sole
Yeah,
concern
blinks.
is
That's
maintaining
cool.
clout.
I like
So he's hopped on
Is that
trend
blink?
after
Oh,
trend
yes.
without creating his own path. In 2015, he released a collaborative project with Future after Future's epic run of releases. And the following year, Drake released a bloated and predictable album that lacked real creative energy. It felt like a room full of corporate execs were tasked with finding regional jams that Drake could repackage and turn into a commercial hit. And these songs have led some to accuse Drake of being a quote culture vulture, though he's quick to dismiss those claims.
The definition of appropriating a culture is not supporting that culture, doing songs with people who are deeply rooted in that culture, giving opportunity to people who are in that culture. That's not appropriating. Appropriating is taking it for your own personal gain and denying that it was ever inspired from this. That's the true disservice that somebody could do.
Does Drake have a big forehead?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Like we looking at some Drake stuff and you just
Hold
like.
on, let me.
Does
You
Drake
can
have a
measure.
big forehead? Like.
Actually, no, he doesn't.
Where's that come
Okay,
from?
so here's the thing. Let me turn on my lights real quick. All right, so you can tell if I have a big forehead if it's the same. So from your eyebrow to your nose. See, I don't have a big forehead because it's all equal. I have like, people call it the perfect face, which I mean, that's yeah. I can literally show you perfect facial structure. I think.
Isn't it called like the
Yeah,
golden
there.
ratio or some shit?
Or I think, I don't know. See, look, it's all like aligned. Or no, wait, where is it? It's where it's like all aligned. Yeah, see, it's all aligned. That's quote unquote perfect face.
The UK
So I like, cause I can like, it's not. I don't know.
dance hall to Afro.
I mean, I saw on the
Drake
screen.
has had
though,
a
so-
long history of rap beefs, but the two most notable are pivotal to the man we see today in 2020. And I'm not going to get into too much detail on them because I think that could make for its own separate, compelling video. But the first major one was with Meek Mill, who blasted Drake on Twitter for allegedly having someone else write some of his rhymes. Drake responded with a 1-2 punch of diss tracks, charged up and back to back, which unanimously put him as the winner of that feud. I do think that win propelled part of Drake's new tough guy persona. He thought, oh, I beat the street rapper. I'm on top of the charts. No one can touch me. And that is until he got roped into a feud with Pusha T, who ultimately gave him the biggest L of his career when he dropped a diss called The Story of Addie Don, where he exposed Drake for having a secret baby, Adonis, with a former porn star. Basically, Pusha asserts that Drake is continuing the cycle of not being present as a father.
Who left?
That's Jamie.
Oh, Jamie left. Oh, Jamie's back. Axel, what are you doing? Axel, wake the fuck up, bro.
This is Axel's just going.
Things got worse when Drake's own father went on the radio with Nick Cannon and dismissed the notion that he was an absent father.
Oh shit.
I have always talked to him, if not every day, every other day.
No, stop sleeping. Stop sleeping. Stop sleeping.
What do you mean stop sleeping? You just stop sleeping like that's your thing.
Bro, we have the same time. I'm suffering this as much as you are.
I don't think so.
Yes, I am.
I
When'd you
don't
wake up?
think you have soccer practice at 9 p.m.
I have basketball. Yeah,
At 9
exactly.
p.m.?
Yeah, exactly.
No, you were here at 9 p.m.
Yeah, no, I have it all afternoon. All
Yeah.
afternoon basketball practice. I'm on the court all afternoon. Yeah.
I go to the court at 7 a.m.
Yeah, but you ain't practicing till 9 p.m., dummy.
No, I practice from 7 to 12, and then from wait, what was it? From
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Stop sleeping.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop sleeping. Stop sleeping. Stop sleeping. Illegal to sleep. Remember, your dog shit and piss on your bed, bro.
Yeah, that's gone.
No, it's not. I still see the stains. I still see the stains. I can smell it through your mic, bro.
What?
Exactly.
Wow. I said, Drake, why are you saying all of this different stuff about me, man? Like, this is not cool. And he goes, Dad, it sells records.
Many fans hoped Drake would address these topics on his 5th studio album, Scorpion, but he mainly avoided those to focus on typical Drake themes, like the burden of dating multiple beautiful women at once, and the audacity of rappers to speak on his name. Scorpion is a doozy of an album, with 25 songs that span 90 minutes, and it's not a very fun listen. But numbers don't lie, and Scorpion debuted at #1 on the charts, and broke both Spotify
The
and
burden of dating many beautiful. Oh my god.
Apple Music's one-day global record for album streams. With Drake's upcoming album Certified Lover Boy set to drop soon, it's almost certain to be another commercial hit, but all
Oh my god, this was in September 30, 2020. He had to wait a whole ass year. Oh my god.
I can do is hope for a more...
I'm sorry.
What happened?
Wait, was it hit?
What was
Did I
it?
hear that wrong?
What was it, CLB?
Focused. It's almost streams.
Yeah.
With Drake's upcoming
That was-
album Certified Lover Boy set to drop soon, it's almost certain to be another commercial hit, but all I can do is...
It was, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't, I felt like I heard that shit before. Oh, let me go on the album real quick. Like there was some good songs on here. Girls
There
on
was like only
Girls.
2.
Girls on Girls and Way Too Sexy. Really, I mean, this song got old though. Way Too Sexy. That got really old. Knife Talk is good.
That's because a lot of people played it. It was played out. It was played out.
It was played out. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like only 2 good songs was on that album, which was Daddy, Pop. Hold on.
Poppy's Home.
Yeah, Puppy's Home, and then Champagne Party. I used to like Way Too Sexy, but yeah, a lot of people played it out, and yeah, I don't know.
I feel you. Yeah, I honestly, that's low key why I'm not on TikTok not as much no more, because songs get played out. That's why I'm not.
Bro, oh no.
Wait, oh, it's just over.
Close some of your tabs.
I will.
Facts.
I will trust. Where's the
I just
video?
don't believe you though.
I will just trust. There it is.
Hope for a more focused, honest, and compelling record.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT.
How much less is on the
There's
song?
certainly something
I
to
mean,
be said
on the
about Aubrey Graham
whatever.
being able to make
I was wondering how much time was left. Okay, never mind.
it out of his childhood Nickelodeon image as Wheelchair Jimmy and turn into Drake, a global superstar. And him and 40 deserve a ton of credit. They've made countless bangers over the years. And I do like a lot of his songs. I just can't get down with his current image. He just comes across...
I don't know why, but Drake with a do-rag just looks wrong. I don't know why. Because you never see him wearing one. I don't know. It doesn't look wrong. It just looks
out of
weird.
his songs. I just can't get down with his current image. He just comes across as fake. He's told us over many songs and albums that he's insecure. And maybe some of that comes from him hiding the fact that he's actually a nice guy that was raised really well. He's pretending he wasn't. This is the exact opposite of the advice Lil Wayne gave him out the gate.
He's always just like, man, please be yourself. Please don't ever try and be me or anybody else. Don't ever go get tattoos. You don't have to dress any different, you know, because I like from the day Wayne met me to now, I haven't changed anything about myself. He met me and he really liked the kid that he met. And he was like, don't stop smiling either. Don't try and get mean or aggressive. He's like, just be you.
Drake doesn't do interviews anymore. And the recent one he did actually inspired this video. It was a 2-hour and 20-minute Rap Radar interview that he produced himself. It's one of the most scripted interviews I've ever seen, yet it screams desperation. And perhaps that's because Drake touches on vulnerable topics, but answers them with polished practice answers. And in that way, it kind of feels like a politician. At the DNC, Biden was straight reading off the teleprompter, while at the RNC, Trump is leaning on the pulpit and winging it. I don't even like Trump, but he's actually speaking his mind, and that makes him more likable. Biden very well may be a better guy behind closed doors, but we don't even know him. And for many people, the evil
Why are
you
we
know
getting
is better
political?
than the evil you don't.
What?
The Rap Radar interview gave me an impression that I don't trust Drake. I like a lot of his music, but I don't trust him. If Tyler says something, I go, yes, this is exactly how he feels. With Drake, he just says the right thing, and maybe that's why we don't trust him.
He says the right thing, so we don't trust him.
Some of like my blackest friends can be just as cruel on the other end, you know, by making you feel excluded. Sometimes I don't feel celebrated when I know maybe somebody else would be celebrated for those accomplishments, you know? I don't feel like people say, when Drake is the artist of the decade, I don't think anybody says, wow, a black artist is the artist of the decade. I don't think anybody says that, really. I never heard anybody say that in the last few weeks.
Drake has always felt like an outsider,
What's
and
good,
I feel for him for that reason. That was
Cotton?
part of his allure early on and
good,
what
man.
resonated with me, because I've always been someone that never quite fit into a single group. When I think back on my high school experience, I remember sophomore year looking around the lunchroom and not knowing which table to sit at. I had a couple friends at multiple tables, but no one was vying for me to sit with them, so I picked
What
one and
is
sat at the end of
happening?
the table.
I'ma be
with
real, I don't know
honestly
what's
no one
happening.
wanting to talk to me. I wasn't integral, I wasn't actually a part of the group, and I jumped between 3 different tables that year. But as I got older and more confident, more myself, I found my people, and that wasn't an issue my last 2 years of high school. Drake is an artist that you put on at a pregame that will pass every time and you won't get judged. It's the least vulnerable. I think it'd be very difficult for me to go on a date and have a conversation with someone about being a Drake fan. It's like wearing Nike. It's the most inoffensive thing you could wear. No one would shit on you for it, but it doesn't say much about you as a person. Yeah, Drake is the highest selling artist of all time in the US, but when all is said and done, I don't think that says much about the art. The Avengers is the highest grossing film ever, but is it the best movie of all time? It's scary to put yourself out there. Everyone can relate to where Drake's coming from, but we can also relate to why it's the wrong direction. He has a massive fan base and has the opportunity to elevate their taste levels.
If you're able to like wrap your head around it and be like, okay, cool, I get it. It is what it is. Good song. That's not what like great music is. Great music takes a little work on your part. You know, it takes you almost maybe elevating your listening level and becoming, you know,
Bro, what are those mouses? Mice?
bit more of a sophisticated listener because of a song.
It looks like, hold on, it looks like the one mouse. Hold on. Worst mouse. Yeah, it looks like these. But that looks like something else. It looks like these, bro. What the fuck? Yo, wait.
What looks like
Axel
that?
here? Axel! Wake up. Wake up. Yeah. 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 Yeah, wake up. Yeah, wake up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up.
Because of an album.
Alright, so that's basically anything. He just advertised the rest of the video.
Here we are.
Okay. Let's watch something fun. Let's see. What other videos do I have here?
Is Minecraft 1.9?
1.19 disappointment. Early CGI.
It's a term I'm.
It's a 30-minute video. I want to watch
Okay,
something
so-
short and sweet.
Okay, so today we're bringing it.
Okay. Gangbangers react to the gayest rap video of all time. Let's watch it.
Back, we're reviewing some more music videos. We found out about most of these on our stream that we do
Okay,
every Friday.
okay.
Let's dig in. We can drop a gang banging Triz and Snapdog, and the song's called I-75. Has taken over. Music, and I really to see what devil or some shit.
What?
What?
I thought Crip Mac was in this video. There we go. I want to.
Who is that? How is this allowed on YouTube? It's too much ass. Oh my god.
While looking at the ass in the background, start listening. That beat hard, but that ass right there. Look at that.
Main thing I got from that video is just that there's a lot of value in having a girl with a fucking giant fake ass in the video. Because somebody like me, I can't look away. It's like a car accident.
All right, man. This next one is gonna be Bobo, and the song is called Thirst Trap Thursday.
Get into it. Yeah. Thirst trap, bitch. Bitch.
What's this?
Bitch. Bitch.
He just sang bitch. Why you say? Oh!
How you turn this motherfucker off? Yeah.
You fuck with it?
I don't condone no gay shit. You fight me?
He does.
Like people say, like I was telling Cuz, nigga not just gonna see somebody gay and beat him up. You fight me? But at the same time, you know, I'm gonna stay in my, you know, in my lane. Cuz they gonna stay in their lane. They cross their lane. You fight me, they get treated like an enemy. Other than that, they don't mess with me. On hustlers, we straight.
Where the fuck did you guys find this? I can't wait to see what AD and House One said about this. Oh wait, I just realized that C-Mac watched this.
Who left? Oh, Jamie. Yo, Axel, wake up, bro. Axel. We're watching gay rappers. Come on. Yes, you are. We're watching gay rappers. Look on your screen. We're watching gay rappers. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. We're watching gay rappers. Stupid.
The crop top look, every man should wear a crop top. Niggas be paying too much money for these designer belts to not be wearing crop tops.
Oh no!
I ain't doing that, kid.
Oh.
I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that one. Hey, shit's over, man. I'm cool, man.
Oh nah.
This nigga started pulling the cake.
Oh shit. Is my mom awake? Chat, the internet might get turned off.
Nigga Bobo started pulling the cake, and he's sipping the Casamigos. Yo.
This is like how I felt when I first saw Ricky Martin. And I was like 8.
Why is Axel sleeping like that? Look at him.
How am I gonna hold out?
Look at his phone.
If this doesn't blow up, I blame the gay community. Because how did they not exist?
How do you be sleeping like that? Seriously.
These niggas are on some shit, bro. Hey, honestly, shout out to them. I'm not even hating. Like,
Okay, I'm kind of. I don't really want to watch that no more. Not because they're gay, just because I don't feel like watching people react to people. What's a good video? I know there's a good video. Okay, that's not a horror games based on. Actually, no. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna end the stream here.
He's lying to you. No, he's not. He's gonna go stream on a separate platform. Don't believe him.
What if we raid like? I don't actually. Yeah, those streams, but. Micah MP3. I don't know who that is, but
One raider. One raider.
yeah, one not is all good. I don't care. Oh shit. It's just okay. No, it's okay.
The party.
Okay guys. I'm in this